Hello, hello. This is Peter Palmiotti of Human Art Studios, and this is Artcasters Hangout number 18. So I sent a few invites out. People will be gathering as they can. Lisa's here.
Hello.
Hello. So let's see. I just want to mention, like, I haven't done any videos this week, but I'll probably uh, do one soon. There's all sorts of updates I want to announce and things I want to do. I guess next week I'll try to get a batch of videos out. At least do a vlog with my whole house situation, cat situation. But it looks like right now that we can only keep one cat here. I got four. We found a cat sanctuary that will take three of them until we can move. So we don't know when that is, so it might be a while, but you can visit the cats and whatnot. So we're kind of happy about that and bummed out at the same time.
Mm, that's really great that you're giving all of those kitties homes, though.
Well, it's temporary housing.
Hmm.
It's like it's a couple, and they have like 37, 38 cats there.
Wow.
Um, and a lot of them are can be picked up by other people. There's a bunch that are just permanent, I guess, but yeah, it's just temporary housing because we don't want to lose our cats.
No.
Um, we're just it's a place for them to live for right now, while we can, move out of here because we can't keep all four here. Because the short story is the landlord came down on the whole community about people with pets. You have to pay a charge if you have a pet here, and the rules go that you can only have one pet. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so and it really sucks because like the whole neighborhood, there's so many pet cats, especially running around,
Hmm.
which don't bother anybody. We always loved it, but I think the landlord's just being a prick, and they really they want pictures of our pets, and they might start doing sweeps around the neighborhood. It's really crazy, but yeah. So we're doing a lot of things. Got that set up. Two of our cats are fixed. We're getting the other two fixed.
Hmm.
Uh, and the three we're sending to this house are actually like really good friends with each other. Our newest cat is like sort of a loner,
Hmm.
so that's the one we're having here, which I'm kind of bummed about. I really wanted one of the three, but um, we're keeping Maggie girl, and
Ah,
so that when they go there, they'll at least be friends with each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
My cat doesn't like cats at all. Like, he's an indoor cat, but whenever he sees a cat outside, he starts hyperventilating,
Oh boy.
which I've never ever seen before in a cat, and apparently it's common. I don't I don't know. He sometimes I get worried about him when he starts doing that though, like he's just gonna like fall over and pass out or something.
Hmm.
But he's not good with strangers, but then again we don't really have very many visitors here, and he takes to me most because I spent the most time with him when he was a kitten because he was insane, climbing up people and clawing them and running around and literally climbing the walls. And I mean, he's a lot better than he was then, but he's still pretty hyperactive and unpredictable, and people can be kind of scared of him a little bit. I'm not scared of him because I've always had cats. I know how they are. They're like 1 minute they're your best friend, and then all of a sudden they're attacking you. That's just the way they are.
Yeah.
We had a roommate that was.
Well, we might have more people joining us later, but Lisa, if you want to, introduce yourself, tell us what you do and where people can find you.
Sure. I'm Lisa Eldred. I do all sorts of different art. I do paintings, drawings, photographs, ceramics, book art, and a little bit of jewelry. And my website is lisaeldred.strikingly.com. STRIKINGLY.
Cool, and thanks for joining us. And we have Johannes Wick.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Introduce yourself and tell us what the heck you do.
I am the illustrious Johannes Wick, who is now doing his second round of the 100 Days of Making Comics, working on my comic, The Pelican.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're a crazy man, that's why.
I am.
That's a punishment, I tell you.
No, you know,
cool.
I'm taking it. Yeah, man. Anything for you, dude. You got it. I'm trying to get my wife debunked my. Apparently, I had a virus earlier. That was what was jamming me up. And she changed my settings. So now I don't know if I can share with you guys as to what I'm doing.
Well, hope you can figure it out.
Okay.
If you're just audio, that's fine.
Okay.
So normally I do this with Jeff Lafferty. I invited him, so I'm hoping he'll show up.
I talked to him, and I thought that he was doing the chat, and he told me that you were. And I don't know if he actually said he was coming in or not. He said he was going to send you a message to get me in, but I told him that you already sent me one.
Well, I sent him an invite. And I didn't hear back. Well, I talked to him during the show this morning, and he said he was coming. So.
I haven't been on any of the chats in so long.
Yeah, it's my schedule now is with everything going on, especially, is just crazy. But things are slowly improving and getting better. I have the whole moving and possibly buying a home situation, but work is coming my way, and I got projects down the line developing and all sorts of good stuff, paying gigs and whatnot. So that's good.
That's great.
It's good to have a steady flow of money coming in. You were about to say something?
I just started my internship, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I'm working at an art gallery.
That's awesome.
getting lots of
Did you?
experience.
So, like, how long have you been there?
I've actually only been there for 2 weeks. It took a while to get it started because the person who was in charge of the gallery was, she's a little hard to reach sometimes, and the gallery was actually closed for a whole month in January, so I couldn't start it until later.
Well, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a good amount of time. What do you think about it so far?
I've been to the gallery before many, many times, and I've like shown work there and gone to a lot of the shows. So I knew a few of the people there, but there were some people who never really participated in any of the art shows, and I finally got to meet them who have studio spaces there.
Right.
So it's sort of like half gallery, half art studio spaces that people can rent.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's attached to a big warehouse that has a whole bunch of different businesses in it. Like there's Conant Brass, which is a lighting company where they take discarded materials and make lights out of them. And I'm trying to think of the other businesses there. There's a TV station there, I think, and a lot of local artists outside studio spaces too.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's the Space Gallery in Burlington, Vermont.
Vermont's a really nice place.
It is. It's pretty quiet.
Did you know that the Frank Frazetta museum is up there?
No, I didn't.
I just found that out the other day. I was listening to Peter and Jeff, and Jeff was talking about how he wanted to go there, and I was like, dude, that's like an hour away from my house.
Have you ever been?
I actually have not. I told my wife I wanted to go for my birthday.
So where is
You went
it? Sorry.
Good.
I don't know where my phone is. It's probably only like maybe a half an hour away from you, I guess.
Oh.
I mean, where are you in Vermont? If you don't mind me asking it, I don't know if you.
No, it's fine. Burlington.
Okay. It might only be like a couple minutes from you because I know that it's like centrally kind of located. They own like a ton of acreage up there where that was where his like actual studio was, and then they turned it into this like really nice thing. And,
Wow. How could I not know about this?
I didn't know about this until Jeff was talking about it, and I was just like, how do I not know this? And I said this to my wife. I was like, did you know? And she goes, yeah, I knew that was up there. And I'm like, why haven't we been? What is going on?
Where do you live?
I live in Levittown.
Oh. I don't. Where exactly is that?
It's like maybe a half an hour north of Philadelphia.
Oh.
It's like right between there and New Jersey, and then about an hour and a half from where you're at, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to get. Oh, there it is. Okay. Frazetta.
I'm gonna have to write that down and like track it down. I love Frank Frazetta.
It is in East Stroudsburg.
East Stroudsburg. I don't even know where that is.
Strauss. STROUDSB. B as in Barry. URG.
Frank Frazetta.
See. Directions. Hour and 45 minutes from me, so it's got to be like. I should probably just ask it from Burlington, right? Haha.
If it's like anywhere near where I am, I so know what I'm going to be doing during spring break.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said on Jeff's show, I you know, just before it moved to Pittsburgh or Philly or wherever, like it was, where it moved temporary. They like dropped by New York for a long time, I think. So I went to, I guess, the opening of that, and got to see a lot of paintings and a lot of black and white comic work, and it was just amazing to see in person. It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom would really like it too because she's really interested in his work too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I may have dropped the ball here. It's like it says from Burlington. I don't know if I'm getting the right spot though. It says 5 hours and 29 minutes.
Ah.
So I must have lied to you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So bad.
So
it's still close. It's still drivable.
So it's in Vermont though.
What did I say? It's in East Stroudsburg.
East Stroudsburg.
Yeah.
So that's in Vermont though.
No, it's in Stroudsburg, right? I don't know what that means.
Where I don't even know where that is.
Wish my computer was working.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. There you go. That'll work.
I didn't get any message from Jeff. I gather he may not be coming, but might have another person joining us soon. It's because I set this up, and maybe I shouldn't do it this way for the Hangouts. But I set this up like we're doing Hangouts now, which is where a live comments feed. But because I haven't been doing this on any sort of regular basis, the audience isn't there right now. So, what do I want to mention? Yeah, so, somebody posted on my wall, had a question. So, Physographics, sorry if I'm mispronouncing. What do you look for in artists? You are genuine and sincere? Or, oh, that's not a question, it's a comment. I guess I'm genuine and sincere. Well, what do I look for in artists? Well, since I'm an artist trying to make a living, I'm not, I have, I haven't necessarily hired artists, although I teamed with them. And I gotta tell you, like, artists that I team up with are, number one, people I can get along with. People, it's like people I want to hang with. If I can hang out with you, have a good time, then more than likely I want to work with you. Artists that have talent, that's usually helpful. I like to see quality or raw talent. It's either like, you're a professional who's worked for some major companies, and you know the ins and outs of how everything works, or somebody who maybe hasn't worked for top companies but has the raw talent. So that can be a wide spectrum of artists. But I'm pretty easygoing myself, and so I'm open to working with a lot of people, and collaborating, and I want to eventually do comics, I guess, with more people down the line. I gotta get my own produced comics out first, but I guess down the line when fingers crossed, if I can afford to hire crews, scores of people. It's don't be a flake. All artists are flakes, but just stay in touch. Stay in touch. Tell me where you are. You got to deal with schedules. You got to pump out work. You got to meet deadlines. You got to schedule books and whatnot. And everybody has their own schedules that they work by, different hours, different days. But with email and Skype and G plus Hangouts and whatnot, it's easier to keep in contact than it used to be. It used to be only the phone.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hey, Brad.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear you.
But I don't seem to have a video.
Nope.
Weird.
You want to work on that?
Yeah, I will. Sorry, Peter, that was really weird. I just messaged you and asked how to get on, and you're like, well, just click the link. And I never got an alert that you had sent me anything. It was like when I looked at your response, all of a sudden before my post, you had sent me the link, and it just never gave me an alert. So that was kind of weird.
Well, I think that may be because that's the first message that I sent you, so on Facebook, and Facebook is set up kind of weird like that. If I messaged you before, then it would have popped up. Perhaps.
Is that Weird Al? Or is it Jesus?
I think that's a wrestler.
Brad.
Yeah, it's Brad who does sports.
Whatever it is, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, how do I get in? Jeff is... Alright. Let me send him another one. Just trying again. So what about you guys? What kind of artists, like what would be the qualifications for you to choose an artist over, like this? So many artists that choose sort of field or endeavor. If you were in a position to hire, what would you look for?
Probably somebody that would complement my own style, but does things that I don't do. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, totally.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah, it's Jeff is here. Hey, Jeff Lafferty.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, Jeff.
Hey Lisa. Long time no see.
I know, right?
I know I switched it to the mornings and never see each other anymore.
Yeah, I'm always in class in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I did that because that's the only time Mike could get on. I hated it and kind of switched my schedule around to do it, but I don't know. Now that we're committed, I feel like we need to keep going that way.
Yeah. I love your mermaid. She's beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely.
Mm.
I got this sick this week. I didn't get much work done on it, but
Oh.
I'm finally feeling like I can get this thing done. I
Oh,
like
it's
that
coming
stuff.
along.
Oh, hey, Johannes, how's it going?
Good.
That's cool. I heard you're doing the 100 Days of Comics again.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
It's insanity is what it is. It hasn't really set in yet. Like I haven't like I'm still recording the first week, so it hasn't fully hit me. It'll probably hit me tomorrow when I start, processing all of that information.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I had a thought on what you do with the 100 Days videos.
Mm-hmm.
That will be helpful if you were on air.
Go ahead. You glitched there. I didn't hear you.
If I can critique you on air.
Okay, yeah.
With what you're doing.
You've been hammering me all day. What's the difference?
Yeah, me and you has talked before. Well, anybody that isn't part of the 100 Days gang, even those within it, they can look at all your videos, and they all look the same. They all look like the same video.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You got to do something to the covers, even if it's a little thing. To besides saying this is number 1, this is number 50, or whatever, 33.
Yeah, I was gonna spend more time on that this time around. But are you talking about going back and straightening out like the ones?
No, you don't have to go. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can if you want. But I'm saying, like, with the new series you're starting up, definitely, like, keep in mind that you want to, just make sure that they know it's a new video. I mean, I know it's a new video, but, I can clearly see, like, how people could confuse, like, oh, is it the newest one, or did I see that
Yeah,
one?
no,
already?
I can totally see where you would. That was kind of like a thing. Like I was like, because I tried to mix it up every now and then, just throw like a video out there without like a face on it or whatever. But yeah,
Right.
I think I'm gonna do something more along the lines of what Kevin was doing. How it's like he incorporates what he was working on into
Right.
into that, so that you can kind of like get that at a glance, like, oh, maybe I want to check that out.
Yeah, I remember when you started those covers, I was like following along. I mean, not to be harsh or whatever, but I was following along, and then I remember as soon as they all like kind of changed, because like you see the thumbnail, so it's like as soon as you started putting up the thumbnails with the Pelican logo on there, then it was like I had a really hard time figuring out if I had watched one or not watched one. You know what I mean? Because I was like, oh wait, is this yesterday's or tomorrow's or yeah?
I do apologize about that.
It's alright.
I thought it was clear enough. I wish somebody had said something to me. Hey, quit it. Thanks, guys.
Are attacking you.
I don't care.
No, I mean, it's just something I noticed. I like when people like that, that kind of stuff, because you never can get that outside perspective, especially like on website stuff and that,
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it.
I don't know, like on work and stuff, I'm more like, whatever, mind your own business. But like the user interface and type stuff, it's helpful. Have the outside eyes.
While you were doing your 100 days, you were so like, I know how it is. Like, it's such a roller coaster, and yeah, I guess I didn't say anything then because you were just so.
I was so frustrated. I don't think it would have mattered at that point. Like I was having so many technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's challenging.
The irony of it is that I sat down the other day and like the program that I was fighting with the whole time, it was one button that I just like I'd just not gotten or something. It was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like another one I want you to do is this time, Johannes, it's like 100 days. At the end of the 100 days, finish comic, man.
I don't know about that.
Come on, dude, you can do it. Finish comic, and then on day 101, Kickstarter starts. Day 102, you quit your job.
I already quit my job, dude, to do this.
Oh, that's right. I guess you can't actually quit your job.
I'd have to quit the baby.
Right. That's the job you can't quit, so never mind.
Oh, by the way, I want to mention, there is a live chat feature if you're watching on YouTube. We got 7 viewers right now, which is a lot. Thank you, everyone.
That's cool.
If you want, Jay says I'll try to jump in soon. Empath Studio says hi everyone. I'm listening while I work. Jeff says, how do I get in?
Yeah, dude, I didn't understand. Like, I saw no message to get in here, which I don't know.
I think
Jeff had the same thing I did.
I think Facebook is glitchy.
Who else is? Oh, hey, Brad, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I didn't see
Yeah,
you.
Brad's here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought I lost audio or something. I wasn't talking very much, but.
That Australia connection's tough.
So actually, Brad, do a little intro. Say, who you are, what you do. Give us a website or where people can find you, because you're new to the Artcasters chat.
Yeah, I've been on the Artcasters for a while, but I just started getting into the online videos and stuff. I'm Brad Utterstrom. My online persona is kind of Bradu. My website is just my name, Brad Utterstrom, and that's UTTERSTROM. And I'm primarily a sketch card artist and portrait. I guess I do almost all people. So.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I'm just getting into the, art casting and stuff, doing my own videos and challenges, and I'm really enjoying it. It's like, helping me stay on top of things, really. So.
Yeah.
Did you consult with a neurologist before you started doing that?
No.
You get some damage.
That's what it is. It's art therapy for all us lonely artists.
Yeah.
They teach that at my school, actually.
Art therapy?
Man.
That's cool.
I was really interested in going into art therapy at one point, and I never really followed up with it, but it's one of those things that's been in the back of my mind for probably 10 years as like something to look into at some point when I'm ready for a change.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
No, describe that. What do you mean by, is that something that like you go into hospitals and work with patients, or is that, what do you mean by art therapy?
I wish I knew more. I know that it's working, I think, primarily with kids and trying to use art as a therapy for them and get them to draw out their feelings or whatever. So I don't know a ton about it, but it's basically you'd be working one-on-one with people.
It's a big part of nursing homes.
Oh, okay. That
Yep.
makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. One of my favorite, you guys all have drawing on the right side of the brain probably.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a picture in there that always, to me, is like, this is art therapy. It was the one where the little kid drew his family, and it's like all of his little symbols, everybody's got like the same features or whatever, except mom has curly hair and dad has glasses. And then and he's on one side with the parents in the middle, and then on the other side is this giant monster girl reaching her arm across the page with fangs and nails, and like, all right, so this kid's being tormented by his sister. But that to me has always kind of reminded me of art therapy and how I kind of view it.
Yep.
Definitely would like to learn more.
We lost Jeff.
Where did he go?
Trolls.
He looked like he was having trouble with his camera.
Yeah. What he was messaging, what he was mentioning, I think Facebook has been glitchy as far as notifications. I noticed the problem the last couple of days myself. Like 2 days ago, I usually have it just on my profile page. Like, I have all my tabs open all the time, and I have it on my profile page. And I went to the home page, and all of a sudden, I have like 6 messages and 38 notifications. I'm like, why didn't I see that a second ago? Like, because they were from
Yep.
all during the day. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I know what you mean. Every time that I sign on to Facebook, I always refresh the page, or else it won't show up.
Weird.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, actually. All my notifications have suddenly changed. And it's like I'm not even getting all my stuff from the Artcasters group, which is really weird.
Hmm.
I have to like go there and actually see what's happening, which is not good for me.
That's bizarre. I mean, like you're the admin, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. And then I've also got the thing clicked that says, notify me, blah blah blah.
Right.
You think it's like it should just be automatic, which is what I've always had it set to. And
Did they just
they
changed
changed
something. Like I got some sort of notification from them a week ago, and they were like, "Hey, check your check your settings, make sure that everything is the way that you want it to be, because things have changed."
Yeah. I wonder if there's some way I could change it so that I could get more of them. But Marshall linked me to something where these marketing guys were all bitching about something Facebook that had supposedly done it the first of the year, and it changed sounds like because they're just trying to crunch it down more so that you have to basically
Gotta pay for
buy the promote a post thing to get your stuff out to your followers, which really sucks, I think.
Yeah.
So I kind of believe that. I don't know. But I figured art therapy, going back to what you were talking about, I thought you were talking about artists that are all blocked up. And nothing done. I didn't realize helping out kids painting stuff, which is cool too. But I was thinking about all this comic book guys who get too wrapped up in craft or something, or what I mean, or whatever to actually do the thing they're trying to do.
Hey, that's a real thing too.
Absolutely.
Are you good to detox from Minecraft?
Detox from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just making that up as I go along. I don't even know what the game is.
Oh, okay.
I've played it before. It's not very exciting. I don't understand the obsession with that game. It's just boring.
I've got friends that have got kids that are like, they have like conversations with you about it, and you're just like, I've got no clue what's going on. I'm so out of touch with the world.
I like Zelda. That's always been my favorite game.
Yeah. That makes sense if the kids are playing it, because, like, I mean, like, my son, he's so, he gets into his routine, and it's just, like, whatever he's into, it's just, like, over and over and over and over, Like, lately he's into, like, watching these Lego movies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, like, every freaking night, I click on the Lego movie on YouTube so he can watch it for, 15 minutes. And I'm always like, you want to try to find a new one? No. Let's watch this one over and over again,
How old is your son?
He just turned 4.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that doesn't say anything. What kind of Lego movies are you talking about?
Well, first they were like the Lego. I don't know. It's like the game has like a movie in it going, and so like some people kind of cut that whole thing together into like a movie. So he was watching that at first, but then we got on one that was like it's just like gameplay. It's like these Lego guys running through the Lego city, and it's like that's what he wants to watch now. He's always like gameplay. What? Even though he doesn't even know like it's a game and that it's like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm a big Lego nerd too. That's why I was like, hey, it's not.
Oh,
just
really?
Yeah, and there's some pretty cool videos online of like stop motion animation Lego stuff. So like like Lego pizza delivery.
Yeah.
Like funny little video that this guy put, hours and hours into making a little 3-minute movie, and he's got probably 50 different Lego movies on that.
Wow.
No, I've seen those, and he was way into those also, because I guess he's been kind of cycling through. But like a lot of those, it's like I've got to be careful because it's like sometimes they're just some smart-ass teenager, and there's like loads of blood and cussing in them.
Oh.
So like, I gotta make sure before I just let him go watch one of those.
Oh my gosh, my daughter and I were watching something one night, and it was just like some like little kid thing, and the head from The Exorcist popped up at the end.
Oh my god!
And she jumped out of her chair.
Who would do that to some kid? That's terrible. Yeah.
Aww.
Those are pretty freaky anyway, just like the ones you see that are just jokes for adults. But yeah, I couldn't imagine Tristan seeing that. It'd probably cure him from wanting to watch anything on the computer. Because he's got a thing about like the jump scares, Remember the Star Wars trailer that comes up, like, or that came out a little while ago for the new movie?
Yeah.
In there, there's a shot like right in the beginning where it's like the desert, and then the stormtrooper comes up with his helmet off. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's not a jump scare, but it's just like one of those, intense moments or something, And he doesn't like that part of it. Like he'll want to watch for a while. He was wanting to watch that trailer, and then he'd be like, he'd always like close his eyes on that part. Put his hands in front of his eyes. And then there's a thing in the Lego movies where like Doc Ock comes out, and he like always does the same thing. Like on that part, he'll like put his hands over his eyes, and then he'll ask me if it's over yet.
My daughter always.
It's not that scary, but he doesn't like it. Yeah.
My daughter makes me fast forward through the snow monster in Frozen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah, that's pretty intense too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's like throwing people around and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we watch Frozen at like my mom's, so we don't have that one, so he's not as much into that one.
You're lucky.
I heard all that singing. I was kind of like, man, maybe this one will just stay here.
Yeah, I would suggest it.
My niece is way into Frozen, and at Christmas time, my wife was just like, "Oh, let's get her this. She loves Frozen. Let's get her like the singing microphone Frozen." And I was like, "You gotta think my brother probably would appreciate if we didn't."
Yeah,
Of course we did get it, but I tried to talk her out of it.
We've got all that stuff, and like we like take tape and we put it over the little speakers, and then she got wise to that. So like I was like, I'll just put some hot glue on here, like I was just gonna like kind of cover like a couple of the holes up, and I was using my wife's hot glue gun, and it was different. And all of a sudden, this flood came out and just flooded the hole. I feel so bad. It's like,
Oh no.
I had to
Is that it for her?
Yeah, I had to go out and get one. I was like, oh, I'm such a jerk.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's nothing that pisses me off worse than like those damn toys when they don't have like a volume. You know what I mean? They don't have like a low setting.
Oh, that doesn't matter, dude. They figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. He's got like a robot like that. That thing is so loud. Just blasting, blaring. It's just like, God, I can't wait till the batteries run out of
so long.
So I want to mention a couple things. We got more and more viewers. Let's see. Impact Studios says, what are requirements to qualify for being part of the 100 Days of Making Comics? Do the challenge. That's the qualification. Different
30 minutes a day.
Different people do it different ways. There's video every day, video once a week. There's blog, and so forth. You can.
No, you have to
join
do videos or you're cheating. I thought that's what was the new rule.
if we had to get tortured, the new people have to be tortured with that too.
Well, Kevin's leaving it wide, so I'm just going.
All right.
The Artcasters Facebook group doesn't officially recognize the bloggers with the videos. 100. That's the policy.
I'm only the steward of the 100 Days of Making Comics. I'm not a leader. So, but speaking of which, well, okay. Before I mention that, we have what is it? Jurian 13. Nice to catch Artcasters Hangout at a time I'm around. Ben Davis, test. Oh, cool. I can get my chat to work on my phone. Jason, he'll be here when his buddy leaves, so he'll be coming in soon. And another newcomer to the chat. Hello, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt. You guys had a good flow going, and also I was trying to figure out how to make my camera capture what I'm doing, which seems impossible.
Hey, Gazbot, how's it going, man?
Excellent. How about yourself, sir?
I'm good.
What?
It's nice to meet you, finally.
I'm elusive.
Yeah.
You want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're up to?
Yeah, well, I'm the king of France, and I've been conquering all of Europe, and No, I'm Gazbot or Gaz, and I am on day, I think, 88 of the 100 days right now. And right now I'm not working on my own project, which I'll do later and make my own video for that. Right now I'm just doing some coloring on a book called Earthling that's work for hire stuff.
Cool.
Earthling, is that going out through somebody or what?
Yeah, it's the comic company is called Genuine Comics, but it's one of those companies where like this is the only book they have, I think, right now.
Yeah.
And it's almost done the first issue, and then they're doing a Kickstarter for issue 2. To be honest, I don't know a ton about it. I kind of just got on it a few weeks ago as a replacement colorist, and they're like, "Can you get these done by this time?" And I'm like, "Yes," and that's why I have the job.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Excellent.
Gaz, you did the 100 days, right?
I'm at day 88 right now. It's my first go-through.
Okay.
Yeah. I started kind of almost when everyone else was done, and then I toiled alone in the wilderness for a while, and then now everyone's coming back now that I'm almost done.
No. I started off like that too, man. I caught the ass end of everybody, and they were like, "See ya, buddy."
Well, yeah, you were the only woman I think that was doing it at the same time I was, but you finished like way before I did. So I kind of got a brief window, I guess, at your end where we overlapped.
And then I just dropped off the face of the planet afterwards for a while.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I just refused to even go near the computer.
Well, I don't have that option because most of my day job stuff is on the computer. So.
Right on.
Man, those day jobs, they suck.
Well, I mean, it's art day job, but it's it's still
there you
work.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying we're all, that's it. Doing art for the day job is the dream, right?
I used to think that. No, it is. But well, I mean, like Kevin says, I don't know Kevin in real life, but almost everything he says, I'm like, yes, me too. I hate my
Right.
So, are you freelance or do you work for somebody? You go to like a job or all that?
No, I just work for myself, but I get enough work that, I spend hours of every day working on other people's stuff. Which, again, it's not a good thing to complain about because I am happy I'm making a living as an artist, but, I've been doing it for long enough that now I'm like, well, I want more than this,
Yeah.
First world problems, as it were.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I do a lot of, I do illustration and animation when I can, and then when I can't, I do caricatures, which are my least favorite thing to do, but pay by far the best.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The hourly stuff at parties pays crazy. I get paid for an hour at a party what I get paid for doing a comic book page that would take me 12 hours,
Wow.
Yeah. I recommend anybody that wants to make money doing art learn to do caricatures. It might not be the most fulfilling thing, but your bank account will thank you.
Mhm.
Really? That's awesome. I've always really appreciated caricatures, but it's so far not from the type of art I do, but it feels like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I go pretty accurate with everything I draw, so...
You know what, though? I'm sure you could do it. I mean, I'm looking at you drawing right now, right? So, that if you could get a realistic likeness, you're in better shape than most people, because being able to push it a little bit is great, but I work with people all the time that can't get a likeness at all, cartoony or not. So if you got a sort of likeness that was not especially cartoony, I think people would still be happy. And most people...
Yeah, I've always thought it'd be really cool.
You should look into it. Most people I draw, I get in arguments with some of my caricature friends because I'm a caricaturist, but I don't consider myself a caricaturist. I do, cartoon portraits of people that are not particularly offensive or exaggerated, And they're like, man, that guy had a crazy big nose with the hair's coming out of it. Why did you draw him like that? Because I want to get a tip and be hired again. This is just a job to me, not art, And that could be taken badly by people who do consider it their art, And not that I'm insulting them, but to me, my passion isn't there. It's just a good way to make money. So I just do whatever I can to make people like my work.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much like anybody that makes good money at doing that. I mean, that you basically just said everything that Will Terrell's ever said about doing caricatures as well.
Then I'm Will Terrell.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I've heard a couple guys tell me that caricature, pay really well, and it's like a way to make money, and it seems so damn stressful though.
Well, the other thing is I do get studio caricatures as well, done from a photo, and that's also just as easy, but without the pressure of having somebody stand over your shoulder.
Yeah.
So you might want to look into that, but I mean, if you're an outgoing person, that's half the job too, Not that you have to be telling jokes all the time and be the most charismatic person in the world, but if you could just be friendly and smile at people, that goes a long way, to the pressure of how good you're going to draw. It's definitely if you're nice enough, people will let you get away with being terrible at drawing.
Right. Talk them into it. Yeah, that sounds right.
How often do you do a caricature gig at a party or whatever?
Right now, not that often. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 a month. But when I'm not getting other work and I'm relying on it more, it's more like once or twice a week.
Wow.
Yeah, which is enough. If I do 2 a week, I mean that's almost enough to hold me over right there, for the rest of the week. That's the other good thing. If you get 2 good jobs on a weekend, you could almost not work the rest of the week and be okay, as long as you don't have a lot of expenses.
Huh.
So
how does it work? Go ahead.
How do you advertise for
I don't. I go through party agencies that are online, Gigmasters, About Faces, The Nose, things like that. Some are free to join, some have a small fee, but most of them, the fee is small enough that if you get one job, it covers the fee. But I started off working at, I'm from the East Coast, well, you don't know where I am now anyway, so it doesn't matter. I started off in New Jersey at Six Flags Great Adventure, and I worked there, and I kind of learned to do it there. And when I worked in the theme park, which is probably the best place to learn, or Boardwalk or something, then I would occasionally get people that wanted me to come and do their party there, and that's the first time I would do that. And then I got to the point where I'm like, I make way more money doing parties than getting money at the theme park. So then I just stopped working at the theme park and started looking for party agencies. And, you know, I moved across the country and was just like, well, what are the top 3 party agencies? And I sent them some samples, and they put me on their sort of, it's not a Rolodex where they call me specifically, but they'll say, okay, we have a job this day, and send it out to everybody who's available and say who's available. And then whoever gets back first usually gets it.
Mm. That's neat.
Yeah.
Did Will Terrell actually say that he did characters like of people like for at parties and stuff, or is he just kind of doing that in his sketchbook? Because I never really heard him mention that part of it.
Will Terrell?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one episode where he just, I mean, it was almost verbatim everything that just came out of Gazbot's mouth.
Yeah. So it's the same deal. Okay.
About the whole because he was like, I sucked at the beginning, but I'm a funny guy, so people would come to me over my
really
friend
true.
that was a jerk that didn't say anything. He's
really true.
Smile and say, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah, that makes sense. He's got a nice personality.
I think that's also true when I table at like Comic-Con selling prints and stuff. I feel like half the sales I make are just because I'm friendly to people. Like without being overbearing, like, hey, let me sell you my product. I'll just be like, hey, nice T-shirt. I also like Doctor Who. What do you think of Peter Capaldi? And then all of a sudden they're buying my stuff. And I'm not being ingenuous, but disingenuous.
Yeah. Like yelling across it now. What do you think of Peter?
But it does have a strange effect where when I sell prints online just to some random person off of my Etsy shop, it means a lot more to me because I'm like, I didn't sell that with my personality. They actually bought my art.
Yeah.
So when you do a caricature party thing, do you get paid like a flat fee to show up at the party and draw for X amount, or do you
per
show
hour
up at
usually.
the party and then people pay you?
Almost never.
Like
99% of the time, the host or the mom of the kid or the boss of the company or whoever's in charge will hire me and say, we want you for X amount of hours, and then they pay me for those hours. And usually I'm busy the whole time, but there have been a few weird jobs where I kind of did nothing and still got paid.
Yeah, you did that like with the wine store or something.
Yes, yeah. They had me come out to a wine store, and I was there for like 2 or 3 hours and drew like 3 people and like one of the employees. It was awkward. I mean, but I got paid, but it was just like me kind of sitting there saying hello to the customers that would come in, and they'd ask me about like where the vodka was, and I'm like, "Do you want a picture?" And they'd be like, "What? No."
It bombed. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
That's funny. How long do you take for a caricature?
If it's black and white, 3 to 5 minutes. If it's color, maybe 8 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes. You got to be fast. That's the other thing. What I tell people when they're getting into it, the party side of it anyway, if you show up on time and don't take more than 5 minutes or so per person, you're good. And they're like, well, what about my skill and talent? I'm like, that almost doesn't matter. Because it does. I mean, it really doesn't. I've seen some really, really terrible artists. I'm not saying that to be mean or judgmental,
right.
But just like they had no business being there. But they got there a half hour early, they were polite to everyone and friendly, and had everyone out of the chair within 5 minutes, and nobody complained. So I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And then you see the person that's amazing that's like too good for everybody, and they don't get a call back.
Yeah. I could see that.
Like, over quality deal, huh?
Yeah.
I can't imagine drawing somebody in only 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's simple. It's cartoony,
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, like, the gentleman you were just talking about, whose name I'm blanking on, that also did caricatures. I sucked in the beginning. Yeah, Terrell. Like, when I started at Six Flags, they don't really train you. Basically, I got hired. Well, I had a weird coincidence where it was my old art teacher, like, so he knew I could draw, and I just happened to be a friend of mine, so it was like a weird situation. But typically, you have to have some drawing ability of something. It doesn't have to be caricature. and then they're like, well, we'll train you. But in my experience, training is just watch what the other people do and start drawing people, and that's like your training. So,
Yeah.
but you're not getting paid any commission or anything. You're just getting like minimum wage. And then once people start wanting to buy your stuff, then you get a commission, and now you're like officially working. Because what they do is they have you draw people for free, but they can't keep it. So you see somebody waiting online, or a mom waiting for their kid, or somebody, hey, I'll draw you for free. Okay. And then when you're done, you're like, I can't let you keep it because I'm in training. And if they go, well, I want to keep it and buy it, then that's it. You're working now. So
That's quite a trick.
yeah. What happened to me though is my first day, somebody bought one, and I'm convinced not because I was ready, but because they were being nice. And they're like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
buy it, and then now I'm working. So that first week, month, year, I was terrible.
That's funny.
But I was fast. Going back to the question, like I didn't get any faster. I just got better. I just said I have to have this done in 5 minutes. Circle, dot, line, terrible nose, done. You know.
Yeah. That's neat.
Yeah. But I mean, like, even though I treat it that way, there are caricature artists that absolutely like love the art form and do amazing things with it, and that's their main profession and their main creative outlet. So I don't mean to take away from anyone that gets that out of it. That's just not how I approach it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's cool if you can find what you like and that's what you do. And I've thought that many times when I've seen these caricature guys just, knowing, when you sell prints and that kind of price and how that stuff adds up, and, you just start to think, he's sitting there for, like, how long? And look at how much money he's making, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is hard on your hands, though. Like, when you've been working that way for a few hours and, like, because it's harder on my hands, I find, than, like, if I'm sitting at a drawing table all day or I'm sitting at an easel doing caricatures, it's, like, 10 times harder physically.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And mentally,
I
too, I guess, because you got to talk to people.
Yeah. I used to do sketches at conventions like a long time ago, and you'd get like 20 of them in a day and just draw all freaking day, and you'd be dead at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, but with both conventions and with live character stuff, like there's the emotional, component too, where you're talking to people and you're kind of on all day, and that's training too.
Absolutely.
See that?
Yeah. 3 days of that, and you're like, you don't want to talk to anybody ever again.
Yeah. I usually literally have a sore throat by the end.
Yeah. You see that. Do you draw at conventions? You said you go to conventions and sell prints.
I do commissions. I mean, I would do more if I got more, but I mainly sell prints at this point and buttons and things like that. But I always have a sign out that says I'll take commissions, and I always get at least a few. And I actually enjoy it, and maybe because I haven't been slammed, where I had to do it all day every day, but it helps the time go by, and I find that when I'm drawing something, it invites other people to come over and look, and maybe then they want something.
Yeah.
But usually, and I'm sure like this is true for everybody, 90% of the time it's like, can you draw me Deadpool? Can you draw me, Wolverine? Can you draw me, sexy Power Girl? Or it's like almost the same request over and over again.
Dude, I'd be happy to do that all day long.
Oh, again, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's funny how. I guess what's funny is when the people come up, they'll very often be like, "Dude, okay, this is gonna be crazy, but here's what I want. I want like Venom, okay, but he's fighting Wolverine. Can you do that?" And it's like, I've done that 5 times already. Yes, it's not the most unique idea in the world. It's not crazy to have.
That guy just walked away.
Yeah,
he's over there. Go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I like drawing at conventions better than selling prints because it keeps me busy.
Oh, really? You actually do? Because I don't do it anymore. I don't know. I find it kind of the same thing. It's stressful, and then I also feel like I can't like effectively sell my stuff because I always have my head down, and I just miss people. I walk up and kind of walk away.
Well, I guess I'm a real soft sell too. Like I said, I'll be friendly with people and talk to anybody that wants to talk about whatever, my art or anything else, nerd related. So I'm good at poking my head up when I'm drawing. Every minute or so, I'll just poke up, see if anybody's standing there. You need anything? Can I help you? Oh, did you? No, because I also worked retail for years and years and years. So that whole able to do other things like, stock the shelf while keeping track of the customer. It's kind of that same skill when I'm drawing. And like I said, I don't get a ton of commissions at shows, so maybe that's the difference too. It's not like I'm doing it all day long.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I used to do it always, and then now I never do it unless it's like a little kid, and then it's like super fast.
Yeah. Well, you could set a limit. I know some of the more popular artists will say, I'm only going to take 5 today or 10 today or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that. Then I almost feel like I got to do them a good one though if I'm going to sit.
Well, I try not to take. I have had people ask me to do stuff that I knew I would not be able to do a good job on, or at least not quickly. And I've either tried to steer them in a different direction, because for example, like girl stuff. Like I don't do a lot of like hot bad girl stuff, and that's really not my forte. And so if somebody requests that, push come to shove, I'll do it because money's money. But I try to be like, oh well, wouldn't you rather have like a werewolf or but if they're really insistent, sometimes if it's a multi-day show, I'll say, are you going to be here tomorrow? And if they say yes, I say, okay, well, I'm going to take this home because it's going to be a little bit more work than what I normally do, and then I'll go and look at some research of Lady Death or something, and come back the next day with a decent picture.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Doing those conventions in the hotel room at night. I used to do that sometimes too. And I'd always be like regretting the hell out of it because you wouldn't even get to the hotel room, especially if you got friends at like these bigger conventions till like 2 in the morning.
I guess that's true. Well, a lot of conventions I do are within driving distance of my house, so I'll actually come home, so that's not so bad. And I'm not a very social guy after the con. Like I'm very chatty, but once the con's over, it's like, hey, we're all going. Goodbye. I'm done.
Yeah, I could see that.
Speaking of Lady Death, there's a Kickstarter happening now. Brian Pulido put together a graphic novel. He's kickstarting. I think it's halfway through. It's like 15 days left or something. So if you're a Lady Death fan, by the way, go to Kickstarter, check it out. Brian's a good guy.
What's it for? Just a book?
Yeah. It's a graphic novel, Yeah. I'm not sure how many pages. But
isn't like Lady Death published for some? I mean, that's like published through somebody, isn't it?
That was published through Chaos.
Isn't Chaos his company though? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he stopped publishing years ago. I think he might even have sold off some of the characters.
So this is like if you want to like a comeback reunion tour of Lady Death, you got to fund it, kind of.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I hope it works out for him.
I
I did not mean that to sound so
that's harsh, dude.
No, I meant it sincerely. I hope it works out for him.
He just burned out. We saw it.
he already passed his goal, so he's fine.
He's good then, yeah.
As soon as it came out of my mouth, I'm like, they're gonna take this wrong.
How much was his goal, Peter?
I'd have to go back to it. I'll tell you in a minute.
Never mind. Just curious.
Took too long. Don't care.
Yeah, we're already over it.
Welcome to the Wolfpack, guys.
NWO forever. Isn't that a wrestling thing, right? Wolfpack? Wasn't that like Hulk Hogan and some other guys?
I was thinking Rancid, but
like that.
sure.
Oh, that's even better.
NWO. Yeah.
So what's your book called, Gas? I mean, I watch your videos, but not all of them. But
the horror A4 is what I'm going with right now. I may or may not drop the A4 when it actually gets published.
Yeah, I like the horror better, but that seems like it would be something that's already been taken.
That's my thought too. It's a little bit too generic, and they, it's like the horror is kind of it's about a big, monster, giant monster for those that don't know, and the horror is like what the citizens call it, but A4 is the designation the military gives it, like an alpha kaiju threat 4, so the horror A4.
Oh, cool.
So there is a meaning behind it, but it is a mouthful, so I go back and forth.
But you just do that thing where the horror is in huge letters, and then the A4 is down in little tiny.
Or put an asterisk, and then at the bottom of the page is a footnote that says A4.
Put it under the barcode.
That's pretty good. Yeah, your pages look good. The ones I've seen.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I saw that other video too. Just a little different, but like that one where you got your eyes lasered or whatever.
That was one of my
curious about that. Yeah, cause I don't know. I'm like nearsighted too, and I've always kind of like avoided doing the eye laser thing, even though like a lot of people suggested it and stuff. Cause I always had this sort of like inner fear. I didn't really know why I could paint and stuff, and I thought, well, what if it's that? What if it's because I'm nearsighted or something? I didn't want to screw it up. Did you worry about that at all?
That wasn't something that even occurred to me. I mean, I worry about my hands getting damaged every single day of my life, but I've never thought that my bad eyes help me be a better artist.
Yeah.
What do you mean you worry about your hand getting damaged? Just like an accident or something?
Yeah. Just,
what would you do? Yeah.
Exactly. That's the exact thought of what would I do. Like, as a person, my soul would survive if I couldn't draw. It's like, well, I'm not an artist anymore, but I could find a new identity, but I have no life skills. You know what I mean? I'd starve to death. What would I do, you know?
I had a thought like that the other day, too. But you know what? Like, those are the biggest challenges where you really find out who you are or what you're made of.
Yeah, but I don't want that challenge.
Yeah, no.
That's like saying, oh, if you get paralyzed, you learn a lot about yourself. I'm sure, but that's not. There are other better ways, you know.
I totally hear you. Have you heard of Chuck Close? Are you familiar with him?
Doesn't sound familiar now.
He's a famous artist, and he was a photorealist in the probably 60s or 70s, something like that. So, you know, everything was like super fine detail in his paintings and drawings. And then he had some weird, bizarre spinal freak-out accident or something and became almost completely paralyzed from the neck down. He could move his limbs, and he, like through physical therapy, he got some of his motion back, but he never got his fine detail back or anything. He can't grip a brush.
Right.
But he kept painting by Velcroing or something a brush to his arm and doing these huge paintings that are like abstract, but from far away they look realistic.
Oh, I see, because he had to widen his scope to be able to achieve that effect.
Totally. So
I mean, that's a great, inspiring thing, but that doesn't stop me from being terrified that my hand will be hurt.
Oh, it's just what it reminded me of, because he's one of my favorite artists, and I was like, man, that's crazy. He lost what everybody would think was what made him a great artist, and still found a way around it.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. Hey, man.
Hi, Neil.
Hey, wow, Brad, that looks badass.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was watching you guys on YouTube when I heard you guys talk about Lady Death. I'm a big fan of Chaos Comics and everything, so it's just like, damn.
Well, have you heard about the Kickstarter? Because it sounds like it's for you.
I was laughing about it, that's why.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so...
I just want to go on record as saying I don't have anything against Lady Death or Brian Paluto, or whatever his name is. I really don't.
Yeah, it's just Gazbot. I don't know what's going on here.
Brian watches all my shows, so just so you know.
The other thing is, I love the characters, but I've met Brian a couple times, and...
Well, this isn't even going to be about his art. This is going to be about his personal.
Sometimes, I don't know, like, the first time I met him, he was really cool. The second time I met him, I don't know where the hell he was at. That tells you something.
No.
But whatever. But whatever, man.
I don't know. I watched his video tonight. He seems pretty rock and roll and out there, man.
I don't think I've ever met him.
I've met him a couple times, and like I said, the first time I met him, he was really, really kind of cool. I met him like when Stephen Hughes was alive and everything, so...
Yeah.
Damn, Jeff, it looks incredible.
No, thanks, man.
That looks just wild.
I just want to mention.
Oh my God.
So, Jeremy 13 said, Brian went bankrupt with KS Comics. And
what happened was
sold,
he sold Lady Death to another company, and it was really weird. And then I think it was like a week later, all of a sudden it came out that they went bankrupt. So there was like, what the hell? Why? How did this happen? So there was like something people thought that he knew was coming, but he wanted to keep his one solo, creation. So there was some controversy over it. So
Who bought it like right before it went bankrupt? Just out of
Isn't it,
curiosity.
it was
Boundless Comics.
CrossGen Comics,
Boundless
Really?
Comics.
Oh.
and then CrossGen went
No.
bankrupt, and then it went to Avatar, and then Avatar stopped it, and now it went to Boundless.
Can you not hear me when I'm talking?
You're cutting in and out, Peter.
I'm cutting in and out.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
turned into a robot.
That's a freaking problem. All right. Well, I just want to mention really quick that the Kickstarter was shooting for 15,000. It's at 56 plus.
That's
13
crazy.
days left.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That's awesome.
When did he start doing this?
Well, I think it was about a couple weeks ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How many days it got to go, Peter?
I was going to
13
ask,
days.
13?
What are you
Yeah,
working
so
on?
it's going to go a lot higher than that, probably.
Wow.
are you doing acrylics or oil?
This is acrylics here.
Okay.
Yeah. Been switching back and forth lately.
I haven't had a chance to do any artwork because I've been pretty much working all night shifts at Target right now from 2 to 10. So by the time I come home, I'm so dead and tired I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, that's a pretty brutal schedule, man.
Yeah. And I want to do something too, but it's just
You're not
I
doing
don't have the
before you go
drive to
work,
do
maybe?
it, you know?
Before you go in,
No.
maybe?
No, if I was going to do it before going to work, I want to keep going and going on it, you know, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, that's why we started actually doing the working hangouts in the morning, is because Mike's got that shitty job that takes up all his time, and I was like, let's just get on here for 2 hours and work every day, you know? And,
I've watched a few times, by the way. I've been impressed with that as well.
yeah, so I mean, maybe, you know, get a buddy, and I don't know when you
I
got
might.
time, but
What's
it
Peter
might help
working
him, I don't
on?
know.
What am I working on?
Yeah.
It's just a page for Soulstar, which is a book that the profits go to brain aneurysm charity.
That looks cool.
What's that thing, you know, you're doing there, Brad? Is that like a zombie portrait of somebody, or like, oh, making
Yeah.
a zombie thing?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Making her into a zombie.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I first did those for the Walking Dead sets that I worked on. I had to do X amount of zombies and then X amount of actors, and they're like, for the zombies, you can't use images from the show. We don't have those rights. You can draw Rick and Michonne, but for zombies, you got to do it on your own.
Oh, really?
So like the extra zombies in the background you couldn't draw.
Correct, because they don't have. If you couldn't make it look like them anyway. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll ask my friends, like, who wants to be a zombie?
Hey, Brad, I like to be a zombie.
Do this weird pose, like, you know, give me a zombie pose, and then I just added on details to make it board up.
Hey, Brad, I volunteer. If you want more zombie pictures, let me know. I'll send you a picture of myself.
Well,
No,
that's
I'm
kind
serious.
of
I'm serious, dude. If you want, let me know, man. I'd be down.
right on. Well, there's another Walking Dead set coming up, I think. I haven't heard any details, but so anyway, that I've had a few commissions like that. Like, oh, I saw those Walking Dead zombies, make me into it.
Yeah. There's this guy, Sam Flegel, and I think that's kind of how he got started, was just doing, like, zombie portraits. That was, like, a big thing with him for, like, a long time. Now he's kind of a fantasy artist, but
Yeah, it's kind
it's like all I was seeing of him forever.
His name sounds familiar. Where's he from?
He does a show called One Fantastic Week, which is like a fantasy show, like fantasy artists.
I've heard you guys
And,
mention it before then.
The name
Yeah.
sounds familiar. I don't know why. I know I've heard of it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Now,
They do like a lot of magic cards now and stuff. But go ahead. You want?
what do you mean by set? Are you? Does that mean that you're working for McFarland, or is that?
I was wondering the same thing. Did you work on a card set for Topps or something?
Yeah, the Walking Dead set was Cryptozoic, but yeah, sketch card
okay.
for sets.
Oh, okay.
But it was like trading cards, and they'd have inserts of sketch cards, or what was the?
The cards are one-of-ones.
Okay,
So
but I
yes.
mean, if I bought a pack, it would be images from the show, and then I might get lucky enough to get a sketch card. Is that how it worked?
Yeah, that's how it works. Hey, it's Jeff Ferguson. Cool.
Jeff Ferguson.
Jeff Ferguson, yeah.
I mean, Jim. You know what? I'm so tired, man.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Greetings.
Good. Got a whole crowd here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This is actually quite neat to see a lot of people in here.
How many's in here? 1, 2. 8 of us. Wow. We need like 2 more. It's good on everybody. 2 more
I think
people in
8
there.
is enough.
Fill it all up.
What's Gaz working on? Sorry, I'm trying to see what he's doing.
I'm doing coloring on my Cintiq, and I couldn't figure out a good way to get the camera to look at it. So.
Oh, okay. No, I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure out what you were doing. I was.
Here,
Sorry
I'll move
about
my
that.
camera. Can you see when I talk? Does it fill it up? Is that better? Blah,
Okay,
blah,
now
blah.
I see it.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's not my pen.
Oh,
I'm doing
wow.
color over pencils that are not mine. This is a work for hire.
Okay.
Which is I don't normally do a lot of coloring, but it fell in my lap, so I took it. But it's weird because it's over pencils, which I would prefer it was over inks.
Okay.
As Peter would agree, I'm sure.
Okay, I gotta ask, why is that?
I imagine budget. It wasn't my decision. It was they had a colorist who I guess dropped off, so I'm not doing the entire book, but I'm doing most of the book because I can meet a deadline. They basically were like it's pencils only, and they give me a test page and like okay that looks good, and I had said something about like what do you want to get inker, and they're like if you can color over the pencils it will be color. If you can't, we're just gonna do some gray and darken it up, and that'll be the book. So there was no option for inker.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine it's budget, but it wasn't explicitly said. It was just said that it wasn't happening.
Okay. No, I was just curious.
Good for
how
you
that worked, or-
getting a gig. But I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I was definitely pretty lucky because I wasn't even trying to get it. I was trying to get a. It was a thing for like, oh, I need somebody to color this pinup, and I was like, I'll do that. And then they're like, oh, by the way, can you do 16 pages of this comic? And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like that's better.
Yeah.
Making a zombie. Brad.
Yes.
Looks awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope she thinks so too. It was kind of funny though. I didn't talk to her. I talked to her boyfriend, and he's like, I was like, send me a couple pictures, have her do a zombie pose, and he sends me this picture, and he's like, all right, she's self-conscious about her lip though. She says, can you fix up her lip? And I'm like, dude, it's a zombie portrait. I'm gonna like make her face so bloody. Who cares? Her lip is supposed to look messed up. You know what I mean? They kind of reminded me when, Gaz, you were talking about doing caricatures and not wanting to offend somebody by giving them a big nose when they have a big nose. And
Right.
it's like, how am I going to not accentuate that?
And the worst thing you could do if you're worried about your nose and you sit down, don't say anything, because maybe I'm not going to focus on your nose. Maybe I'm not thinking about your nose. But now I'm staring at this girl's lip, and I'm like, what's wrong with her lip? Oh yeah. Now that you said something, I better look at it.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I've heard stories of that too, actually.
make it look probably like she was eating raspberry pie, so it'll be fine. You know what I mean?
It's like the famous Austin Powers movie. Don't look at his mole. Don't look at his mole.
Mole, 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 mole.
Wasn't looking at his neck, man.
Gator.
So Jay, what are you working on? We can't see you yet.
I'm working on a beer right now. No
Nice.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay,
yeah,
I gotta ask
Randy
what
been to
beer.
work. Now he's at home. Doesn't need to work more.
I have to ask what
Yeah,
type
I
of
mean-
beer.
For me, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so work is done. Yeah.
Right.
Me too.
Yeah, same here.
He hasn't said what beer he's working on yet. We must know.
Oh, it's Labatt Blue.
No, we were wondering about the number.
Oh yeah.
Canadian beer. What the hell?
I'm not going to say the number, but I am Canadian, so take a wild guess.
Okay. I didn't know you were Canadian too. Damn. Okay. I'm from Saskatoon, so.
That's not a real place.
I kind of wonder about that some days too. So maybe you're right.
It sounds like something you do on a clarinet. Now here comes my Saskatoon.
Yeah. I still love it when I'm down in the States and they go, "Oh, where are you from?" And they go, "I'm from Canada." They go, "Oh, do you know Bob or do you know Larry from Toronto?" "Oh yeah, they died." What? People are gullible. They think everyone knows everybody in Canada, so.
It's such a small place.
Oh yeah, not really. It might be small, but we're so spread out, though.
Well, in reality, Canada is actually bigger than the States.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Which is really weird.
Yeah, like a ton of it's like wilderness, though, right? I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, I live in an igloo.
Yeah. How I get to work, I ride the polar bear. When we have the tourists from the States, we give them the doll icicles to wipe their butts.
What?
Yeah, what?
The joke was we don't give the sharp, pointy icicles to wipe their ass when they go to the bathroom. We give them the doll ones. Bad. It was a bad joke here, so. And then I think as when we used to play hockey, we would use the shit from the polar bears or something like that.
Puck?
Yeah.
Nice.
We had lots of jokes back then, so. And then some people think as soon as you hit the United States and the Canada border, it's just instant snow and ice and nothing else, you know? It's kind of funny.
And there's that weird, like, French part, and you're like, what? Like, French people here?
We have
I still don't even understand that whole thing.
That's like a whole other
that's-
country within
oh, yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. I've had people say, well, you're from Canada. You must know French off by heart. I'm like, no, I've spoken when I was in school, but don't ask me now how to speak it. I don't remember shit.
Hey, I got a question. I went up there for a hockey tournament. Go figure.
Yeah.
No.
And on the way in, it was clearly winter. And there were these guys, and it wasn't like just like one lone dude that was like waywardly out on this like small iceberg. There was like several people riding icebergs.
Riding icebergs?
Yeah, not like just chunks of ice, like, you know.
Oh, like
Is that
a brick of
thing?
ice.
I've never seen that.
I've seen that in America, like on college campuses. You see frat guys or something when it gets cold, they'll like use it as a sled, kind of. Is that what you're talking about?
Really?
No, they were in the water, man. They were like in some river or something. Like.
Are you serious? Okay, I've never seen that either.
I haven't seen that either. And we have lots of ice here.
Great. Now I want to go search that on YouTube and see if I can find anything.
That's
It was
weird.
probably for a TV commercial.
Yeah, that has to be a commercial now. Maybe a
I
bad.
don't know, man. This was
commercial.
back like in the 80s.
Oh.
Back before
Okay.
commercials.
Yeah, people were
Okay.
probably just bored, man.
Oh, that was probably just me and my dad going fishing.
That is something I've never done. I keep getting asked, "Oh, you should go ice fishing." No, thanks.
No.
I can't do it.
All the excitement of fishing, but
Yeah,
cold.
They have beer.
Well, great. So now people are going to think all Canadians literally ride an iceberg and go fishing in the morning.
Yeah,
Thank
And
you.
drink beer.
yeah, and drink beer.
Where do you guys get your food if you don't fishing?
Well, I always go into the backyard and kill a bison. That's my
We've got tons of seals running around, horses, and whatever else.
It's so easy to club too. It must be way better than fishing.
Oh man, that's not even right, dude.
Too far.
Someone's gonna be watching this tomorrow and go, what the hell are these guys on?
Artcasters.
Where can I get some of those drugs?
Fucking artists.
It's like me. A lot of people think that outside of Vermont is either they don't know where the hell it is, or they're like, "Is that in the United States?" I'm like, "Yes." Or you must own a cow or live on a farm. I'm like, "No."
I always think of Vermont as being like rich people.
Really?
Like Connecticut. Like anything up in New England past Massachusetts, I think is like rich white people.
Nope.
That's what I thought too, actually.
Didn't you come from the shore or something?
Yeah, but I come from New Jersey. Anything past Massachusetts, I've never been to.
Hey, what's with those chicks on the Jersey Shore? Are they all just crazy in Jersey or what?
You mean like that TV show?
Yeah.
It's not reality, obviously, and most of those
They're
people.
not all like
What are
that.
you talking about? It totally is reality.
No.
Are they
And
Are
everyone
they-
got silent. There are people like that in real life, yes. Most of the people on that show are from Long Island, though, and while I have in my life met a few people like that, most of the people I met were not like that.
Okay. That show drove me nuts, man.
I never watched it, but it drove me nuts because I had to keep explaining that New Jersey's much closer to The Sopranos.
Because every time I saw that, I kept thinking to myself, I feel sorry for everyone who lives in New Jersey right now because they look stupid, you know?
Yeah, feel sorry for Long Island, though, because that's really where those people are from.
Wow.
But no,
I can't believe that show was on for how many years. That's the thing that still blows me away.
Still on, ain't it?
maybe in some form. Didn't they do something where they went to Europe or something?
I think so.
Dude, they do like appearances still, like.
Oh,
all
that's what
over
their
the place.
that's their career for the rest of their life is
Yeah.
showing up and taking pictures.
Showing up at parties.
Yeah.
Sad.
Dude,
I think
should
one of
try
the.
to get some of them on the show. That'd be fun.
I think
Yeah,
TNA.
but Snooki reunion.
Reunion?
God.
It's not like I used to know her.
Oh my god. I think like TNA, like kind of like WWE, they did kind of a Jersey Shore type of angle with a couple of wrestlers,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
and it was just hysterical. They made someone that looked like like Snooki, and oh my god, it was just bizarre.
It's such a weird trend to jump on, Like, what's popular? Being an asshole from New Jersey.
I'm gonna dress up one for Halloween.
Well, they just got to keep stepping it up, like MTV or whatever. They just got to find the more annoying person. Eventually, it gets to them. And I don't know where they go with it next.
Does MTV even show videos anymore?
Canadians, I guess.
I don't think.
Who said that?
I
don't think-
there's any bands left to show videos.
I don't think they do videos anymore.
I don't see anything on like that on there. Well, they need videos like at Jersey Shore.
16 and pregnant.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I can't. There's some stupid reality shows out there, man. Oh my god.
You say that like there are some that are not stupid.
No, well, there's some that are not bad, but I don't. Could you imagine sitting around a board table going, okay, you know what? We need to come up with some good ideas for a show. No, you know what? A neighbor down the street, she's 16 and she's pregnant. There's a show right there. Let's do it, guys.
Should we really be exploiting someone in a bad life situation, Bob?
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Oh, what the hell? Let's do it.
All right, money for us.
Yeah. And then there was, I can't remember some of the names. Whatever.
Did anybody see the redneck version of that?
Duck Dynasty?
No.
I was about to say Duck Dynasty, too.
No, they're even better than that. They had like the redneck the teenagers from, I don't know, somewhere in Middle America, and the camera crew fell asleep inside one of their trucks, and at least one of the cast members died.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, they went out mudding, and they got the truck stuck in the mud, and they'd been drinking, and that was the end of the show.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm surprised that just didn't become a popular episode.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that one. I only could think of Duck Dynasty. That's
That's one I could think of.
What they left the engines running or something, and
Yeah, I think so.
CO2 poisoning or whatever. That's weird.
That makes sense.
jeez.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I understand how that could happen.
Yeah. Wow. What a downer. Just when I thought reality shows were all fun and games.
I mean, at least, well,
Get serious. At least what, guys? But I gotta hear what the
I
least
was gonna
is.
say something nasty. you could fill in the blank.
What's that one where they stick the
The show was Buck Wild.
Buck Wild?
Buck
Isn't that a
Wild.
porn star?
I've never even heard of it. No, I never heard of that show.
That's crazy.
The only reality show that I really like is Face Off.
Is that the special effects one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
it's
it,
a
but I
good
would
show.
watch that. But see, I don't consider that a reality show. That's like a competition, and there's like people with skills, and it's not, drinks and faces and boobs on dance floors.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's your reality. Yeah.
I think that's why everyone tunes into Survivor at first to see all the girls on that show.
Mm-hmm.
I tuned in because I thought Richard Hatch was the actor from Battlestar Galactica.
Actually, that's pretty good. I like that one.
It's a very select audience that's going to get that joke. It's like, they have to know Battlestar Galactica and Lost and the names of the people on both of them.
That's actually a good one. I like that one.
Thank you, sir.
I used to watch Battlestar Galactica, so I know what you're talking about. That's pretty funny.
I wrote it just for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Like, I can't stand Celebrity Apprentice. I wish that show would just go off the air. There's a lot of those shows where they just get rid of.
What about The Bachelor?
Oh, that is, you know what? The Bachelor and The Bachelorette is so stupid because you know for a fact that none of those people are going to stay together after so many months, you know?
So you watch it?
No, never will. I think it's a joke. The only shows that I really actually watch religiously is pretty much like Walking Dead and Breaking Bad, and of course now Better Off Saul. Game of Thrones.
Is that any good, Better Off Saul? I just can't imagine.
It is. It was incredible.
Really?
It was incredible, yeah.
I mean, I like Breaking Bad, and I like Bad Guy, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody make him murder.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I muted myself.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was using the hairdryer to
Oh.
dry it out. Did you guys actually hear that?
Yeah.
Pretty loud.
Oh, sorry. I'll just work on a different part.
I was
Well,
wondering.
Better Off Saul is really good if you have a chance to catch up on it. It was so good.
I'll put it on my list.
I was iffy about it, but I watched the first 3 episodes. It's brilliant.
Is it
Funny.
comedy mainly, or?
I laughed.
Well, it's comedy like Breaking Bad was comedy.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
call Breaking Bad comedy. I mean, there were funny parts. I guess that's what I'm
Funny show.
asking. Is that what it feels like watching Breaking Bad, where there's a couple funny parts, but it's a lot of
Yes.
like messed up drama?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as dark yet. We'll see if it gets there or goes there. But
Right.
I mean, it's great. I like it.
Yeah.
All
Same.
right.
I enjoy it.
Wait, what show are we talking about?
Better Off Saul.
Better
Oh,
Call Saul, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Better Off Saul.
It's really good.
I can't get the camera to focus on that.
Yeah, I still haven't seen Breaking Bad. I gotta start watching that.
I haven't seen it either.
It's really good.
Breaking Bad's great. I still can't wait for the new season of Game of Thrones to start.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a great show.
I say the guy won't even finish his books before he dies.
I think he might
won't?
finish before he dies, but I don't think he'll finish before the show finishes. It's going to finish the story on TV before it's finished in the books, is what the smart money says.
There's a bunch of videos on YouTube that are saying that.
Yeah, I agree with them.
Really? Okay. No, so when are the others going to happen? Because I don't know how he takes forever, and I guess he's still working on.
He works on other books.
He's still working a day job. He's got to go to work at Target every night.
But I
He's laughing at people.
And people are like, "Why don't you write before you go to work?" And he's like, "Because then I won't want to stop." And
Well, I actually think I heard someone think that he actually works on one of the old classic typewriters.
maybe.
Really?
Could be.
It's awesome, man. Go traditional.
Yeah. Nice burn on me, by the way. So much love. I love it. I deserve it. I deserve it, man. Oh God.
Well, I'm in a position, where I have no flaws and no sins, so I could just, say whatever I want.
Oh.
Yeah, what kind of pressure is that to write those books, and then you got the TV show, and then you got to like get it done before the show's over, so that they can keep making the show, and then plus you got to do it good. It sucks, man. Maybe not.
I agree. You were right.
He probably wants to look at all the naked girls first to see if they actually look good before they enter the show, or guys. I don't know.
Wow. It's like a creepy uncle hanging around the show.
Well, the thing,
I'm not dishing the dead hookers.
And the thing I heard about is a lot of the girls that are naked are actually porn stars.
Yeah.
That actually kind of makes sense, because they're already, it's like less invasive than what they normally do.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, we're looking for porn stars. Look at, boom, there they are, Because I know a couple of the stars on the show, they don't want to do nude scenes anymore. Like, oh crap, who's the one girl? She's gonna be in the new Terminator movie. Crap, I know her name, I can't think of it now.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Daenerys.
He doesn't like to do nudity anymore.
Daenerys, what the hell's her name? Oh crap, I can't think of it.
The Khaleesi.
Yeah, she won't. She doesn't want to do any more nude scenes. So.
What?
Yeah, she says she doesn't want to do any more nude scenes.
That's weird.
Well, maybe she thinks nobody recorded the other ones.
Yeah, maybe.
She doesn't need to. They'll just splice in old clips.
Yeah, might as well.
Maybe she has kids now.
Could
Yeah.
be.
Like every actor, they probably want more money.
Mm.
Yeah. I want. It's like Halle Berry. I will show my tits in that Swordfish movie. I think she made like a couple $1 million for both tits.
$500,000 a boob.
Yeah.
Hey man, if people would pay me that, I'd get naked too. What different,
Oh yeah. It's like, Peter, you want to see my breasts? Okay, here. 500,000? Sure, okay.
Give me 1,000. $500. $1. What do I care? It's free money.
Yeah, Bob's got like the breakaway suit. They just.
What do you got? SpaghettiOs? Wow.
You want to pay me in pizza? Okay.
Oh my god, I do love pizza, so that's actually not even a joke.
Oh, okay. I'll give you an all-meat slice pizza.
Oh, see, now you lost me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hawaiian?
Ew. No, just plain or onions or something. I like how we're actually negotiating.
I know, this is sad. This is sad.
Everyone else gets quiet. We're like, get
I
the
definitely don't want
contract.
to see anybody take their clothes off on the show.
This is when Peter comes back and goes, I'm going to blackmail these fuckers later.
This is Game of Thrones here.
I'm not sharing my.
I mean, most of like the nudity on that show is kind of just gratuitous extra stuff anyway. I don't know if it really helps the
No.
show.
Not true.
It helps the ratings.
I think some
Yeah,
things. I think some shows just don't need it. Personally, you know.
You see how that show in the beginning was worried that it was a little bit too brainy, a little bit too nerdy, and so maybe they did that to get in some other audiences. But now that it's established, you think they can ease off.
I don't think they need it because almost every season they still show tons of it. You know, like I don't think they need it. I really don't.
I agree.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like the fan base that really wants that. It's like, are they like the huge? I don't think the people watching the Game of Thrones stuff really don't care if it's in there or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what I also don't get in this day and age, you know, if you want to watch porn, you could get it for free anytime you want. So what's the big deal about seeing some boobs on Game of Thrones? Like, who's like, oh my gosh, there's boobs on this show? It's like there's boobs everywhere on the internet. What? So what? You know?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
I look at, yeah. It's like it doesn't bug me either way, whether it's in there or not. So, I don't know. Some people still have morals.
Don't ruin your show already.
I think what it is some people...
No, I'm not saying I have morals. I'm saying I'll just go watch pornography rather than watch Game of Thrones. What's...
I think what it is there's just people out there that have that mentality of we don't need it, but there's guys and girls out there that say I gotta have it, you know?
Yeah.
I gotta see it if they're gonna show it, the type of thing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, Peter, the show's been on for a while. Do you want to remind the audience of your campaign?
Peter has a campaign?
Are you running for Senate, Peter?
Yes. The short story is that, you know, we have 4 cats. We can have 4 cats for a living. So a possible solution is we found a home, and I have a GoFundMe, which I'll put in the description box after the show or something. But yeah, it's just, you know, just to keep the whole family together. Me, my fiance, and our lovely friends. You know, we've found a house that's a fixer-upper, and it's just going to take a lot of effort. I got work coming to me, but it's not going to be in time, you know, possibly to make this happen. So we're going to have art auctions. For those that don't know, we're going to have art auctions next week. We'll post Monday, and you know, if you want to buy some art, that will help support the cause by all means.
Hey, Peter.
And, I mentioned earlier, but I'll mention now. We did get a pet sanctuary that's going to be taking 3 of our cats until we move. So we'll be getting them back, but you know, it's kind of like great news, but I'm kind of really bummed this time home for a while.
Yeah.
But
if I wanted to donate some art, but I wouldn't have it ready by Monday, is there a possibility to do that, or is it Monday or nothing?
No, you could do that. We
Yeah, you could do
throw it
that.
up as a shorter auction if you could still get it in that week.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking of doing something, but then it's like I just found out about it today, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything this weekend. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like, as far as me and Lisa are concerned, like, you know, it's going for as long as we needed to. I mean, you know, we're really hoping by the end of next month that we'll have enough to make it happen, and that we don't lose the house to somebody else that scoops it up or whatever, you know, kind of thing.
What are you still going to be in the same city, or are you in a different city?
What's that?
Peter, are you moving to a different city or the same city?
No. It's a home that's like outside of the town where we're at.
Oh, okay. I thought you were moving like farther away from where you are at. Okay.
No, not that would be a bad thing, but I'm in a small town here. It really doesn't matter to me, but her family is here, so it's kind of awesome that they are, and she has actually where we're moving. We'll be living next to one of her uncles and aunts. Their home, and they have horses. So I mean that's super awesome, especially if I get to ride them. So there's pluses to being out more in the boonies.
Have you ridden a horse before?
Outside of so
have you ridden before, or are you looking to try to learn?
I have, not a lot. It is probably mostly, like summer camp kind of, let's go ride a horse, something else to do.
Right.
So, I'm not a professional rider by any means, but I enjoyed it.
Mm. Cool.
I've always wanted to go horseback riding.
I can't do horses because I have allergies to the horses, so I got to stay away from them.
Like specifically horses or animals?
Horses. I'm allergic to a couple of animals like cats, horses, some dog hairs I can't go by. Allergies suck, man.
Yeah.
It takes all the fun out in life. I gotta tell you that, man.
I'm allergic to nickels.
Like 5 cents?
I knew you were somebody was going to say
dimes?
That's
yes,
funny.
I'm allergic to dimes.
Okay. Wow.
No, it's like an every metal because it's a hardening solvent.
So how does that manifest in your day-to-day life? Like what do you have to avoid?
I can't wear earrings for long periods of time. I have to be careful what kind of jewelry I wear, and I can't make metal jewelry, which is too bad.
Oh yeah, because there's nickel in that. That's right too.
Yep. I can't hold change for long periods of time.
So you literally are allergic to nickels then?
Holy shit.
Like not even in a joke way. Like wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't used to be allergic to it. Until I got my ears pierced, but I went to a dermatologist and they said that it's very common that some people can have it introduced into their bloodstream by getting a piercing.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, I gotta ask, what happened when you found out?
Like I couldn't stop itching and my ears swelled up.
Ooh, ouch. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And the doctor's like, you got those nickel ears.
No, actually, it was really irritating. They took this gauze pad and they had metal wells that had different things in it that I could be allergic to, and they
I've seen that, like a bunch of pins on a board, kinda.
Yeah, and they stuck it on my back, and not only was I allergic to the nickel, I was allergic to the tape because I'm allergic to latex.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's people out there. I did the allergy test when I was young. They did it on my back and they did it on my arms, and it sucks, man, because after a point they look at your arms and okay, what's swollen up, and then after a point they go, okay, let's do the next test, and they always will look back at the old ones because things can get inflamed later, right? So they're constantly looking at your arms or your back to see what happens next after so many, like say a half hour to an hour, because they want to see what you're allergic to.
Yeah, I couldn't wear belts with metal belt buckles for a long time, and for some reason now I can, but only if they're small. I can't wear big ones.
Jeez. Okay, that's weird. And then the thing is, some people say, "Oh, I never have allergies. I'm like in my 20s. I've never gotten an allergy in my life." And I go, "Better hit some wood now, because you can get an allergy at any point in your life. Doesn't matter how old you'll be.
Yep.
You could be in your 50s, and all of a sudden, boom, you get nailed with like about 50 things. You know, you never know."
It's like pissing off a wizard. Like, oh, suddenly all these spells are on me.
Oh yeah, like I know a lot of people have never had allergies, and now all of a sudden now they're getting allergies. One girl I know is actually now found out she's allergic to gluten. So she's pretty much gluten, like breads and shit.
Oh.
Gluten. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so screwed right now, and she's never had that allergy, and now guess what? She found out she is. But you can get allergies to anything at any age. You never know what you're going to get, but you can get it.
You're not safe till you're dead.
That's why we kill ourselves so we can be safe.
Yeah, just watch. Jeff will be allergic to acrylics and oil paints.
That would suck.
Actually, yeah, my uncle became allergic to what do you call it, lactose, like cheese and stuff. And he was like 40. And what scares me is like one of his favorite foods is pizza. And that's one of my favorite foods. And we're related. And I'm like, oh, am I going to... And he can't eat pizza now. Like, he'll eat a slice, and his stomach, you could see it blow up. And he's like, oh.
Do you know what? You could have a chance of getting that too, by the way.
You're right, which is why I eat whole pizzas on a weekly basis. Yeah. I'm stocking up so that if it goes away, I won't regret not having eaten the pizzas I could have eaten.
See, that is something I've also heard, too. That's the other thing I have heard, too. Is if I have kids, my kids might have a strong chance of having the same allergies that I had. They may not get it right at the bat, but they still might get it later.
I mean, that's a bummer, but at the same time, at least you'd know what to look out for, you know?
Yeah. Okay, did you guys ever take the allergy shots ever?
No.
Okay, I used to do that like way back, but it's pointless. To me, it doesn't work. You just take some allergy medicine, you're fine.
I tried taking allergy medication, and it just made me feel super weird, and it made my stomach upset, and I just was really thirsty constantly. I couldn't take it.
Some medications are like that.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a bad pun there after you said that, Lisa. Like, medicine makes me weird. Like, somebody was going to say something like that, but they're all weird or something.
Yep.
I started listening to ABBA every day in my shorts, and and everyone knows you listen to ABBA in slacks, so that.
Does anybody else have allergies?
I do not.
I used to have allergies to cats, actually. You know,
wow, really?
Dang.
When I was younger.
If you still didn't have that, save us some money.
I have heard some people say that it could, like, if you live with a cat for long enough, like you get a tolerance to it sometimes.
Well, so I read somewhere.
That is so not true.
I read somewhere. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've read that you can get the hair or the dandruff from a cat or a dog and somehow get it injected into your stream, and that is supposed to help fight off the allergy from that pet.
You might want to see a doctor before you just start injecting yourself.
No, but I hear it's not it's a not cheap process. It's very expensive. But I'm not willing to do that, because how do you know if it's actually going to work, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might die.
My wife found out she's allergic to cats after we got our cats, and she obviously didn't want to give them up, and she just takes like a Zyrtec every day, and that more or less handles it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They do that. Well, the other good thing to do too is you do a lot of vacuuming or cleaning up of the house, or you have an area that the pets don't go into as well.
No, she just takes a Zyrtec. It's a lot of work.
That's sad but funny. Oh God.
So there you go, Jay. All you gotta get some cat hair injected into your spleen. You'll be cured, dude.
I think I died. That's not even funny.
I always laugh when I come into these streams. I hope you guys know that. They're always entertaining. Like, oh my god.
What are you saying? I make you laugh?
Yes.
I'm funny to you? I'm
What
a
are you
clown?
funny? He's like a clown?
Okay, everyone else is funny about that Peter guy. Peter is never really funny.
Yep.
Speaking of allergies, I'm actually also, sadly, I found out recently that I'm allergic to cinnamon.
A cinnamon challenge for you.
And I've been allergic to bananas ever since I was little.
That's a weird one.
Yep. And scented detergent.
Yeah, a lot of people have that allergy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out the hard way that there's some sort of pollen in the leaves when in the fall that I'm super allergic to. I can't go out in the woods in the fall, like my face swells up.
You know, here's how messed up I am. Is like I love hearing people talk about all the stuff they're allergic to because it makes my banal normalness seem like superpowers. Like I don't have any of these problems. I'm like a god, actually.
He's gonna get off here. He's gonna get off here and go, God damn, I'm happy. I don't have anything compared to that Neil or Lisa chick. Yes.
Hey.
Gonna run down the street. I am immortal.
Lisa, you're talking, and I'm picturing you like filling out one of those forms at the doctor's office, and it's like, do you have any allergies? And you're like, do you have another sheet?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I'm not allergic to? That might be easier.
Yeah.
Can I just bring my novel? Here you go. I'll bring volume 2 tomorrow.
Yeah. And my mom is worse. I swear to God, I don't even know like what she can eat sometimes.
Oh man.
Yeah, like she has a lot of food allergies.
There's people I know that have
Does she
allergies
like
to
to eat?
milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know people that have allergies to carrots, milk, chocolate. I think there's people allergic to anything and everything out there, you know.
Yeah, my mom is allergic to dairy, pork.
Oh,
She,
no bacon.
Nope.
Oh, you poor girl. Bacon is incredible.
She can't have turkey.
What?
Yeah, seriously. It's like turkey is the worst for her. Like she
No
gets
Thanksgiving.
deathly ill. Yeah, we have chicken for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a weird one. Turkey. I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Me neither. What happens when she has turkey?
It's like poultry.
It's
Yeah, you'd think turkey and chicken, that'd be pretty close, but I guess not.
Yeah. It gets stuck in her stomach and she like gets really, really sick.
Wow. Okay. That's too bad.
Yeah. And anything really, really acidic, bad.
Yeah, like orange juice and stuff.
Yeah, and like strawberries. It's weird. It's like
Strawberries?
sometimes. Yeah, it's like sometimes she can eat it, and other times she can. So
Yeah.
it's like you never know.
That's wild.
Mm.
I saw you posted some of her artwork one day. That was pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Thank you for commenting.
That's alright. It was like in the time when I was missing everything, you know, all the notifications stopped, so I was like missing stuff, so I was glad I saw that.
Yeah.
Facebook does that a lot, I've noticed.
Yeah.
There's like periods where you don't get anybody's notifications of anything, and next time it works, you know?
Yep. And sometimes you don't get notifications because, oh no, you found out that they have unfriended you.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were allergic to your friendship.
Yes, apparently.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize who you were.
But yeah, Jeff, I told my mom that you liked her work. She's a big fan of your artwork.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Actually, if I ever can get my a job decent again, I gotta get a piece from you, Peter, at some point again, or try to.
What about everybody else in here?
Well, everyone
everybody
else.
else.
You want us all to get a piece from you, Peter? Come on now.
No. I actually have.
Oh, you know you want a piece of this.
Actually, I actually would love to get a piece of artwork from everybody at some point. It's just right now it's a little hard. It's
Not that Jeff was great and all, but, you know.
Well, you know what I mean. I just love to get a piece of artwork from everybody because I just love artwork and love to support everybody. It's hard right now.
For me, I mean, money's always an issue, but also like I don't like to get art from people and not put it up, and like I'm running out of like wall space.
Oh yeah.
I know what you mean. I bought something at the first Comic-Con that we had in Vermont this past year, and I still haven't found a spot for it. Like, I don't have a frame that's that size, and I'm so lazy that I haven't gone out and bought a frame for it.
What size is it?
It's like an abnormal size.
Oh.
I haven't.
Like not an 11 by 17 or something
No.
standard. That's unfortunate.
She got an octagon. It's in an octagon shape. That's why.
It's a digital piece. It's pretty cool. I don't know. It's in, like, let me take it out of the plastic.
I'm gonna see this. Hang on.
Just a minute.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of artwork from going to conventions and just ordering stuff online through artists, and it's like, where do you put everything, you know?
Yeah, I have a couple prints right now that I don't know where to put.
This is the piece.
Oh, that zombie's coming along really good with those white highlights.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Yep.
that's upsetting.
Wait,
Okay,
Keep
that
talking
is
so that
cool.
comes up again. I didn't see it.
Holy freaking.
Yep, this is it. It's
Oh, that's crazy.
the guy. He had amazing work,
That is wicked.
isn't it?
So he did
So
mostly
this-
like kittens and stuff, or
Yeah. Kittens and puppies,
self-work.
and then all of a sudden that.
oh, so weird.
It looks like a killer clown or something like
Yeah.
that. No, I just
He had a lot of other pieces, but I went around and talked to different artists, and I was like, I want something unique, something I've never seen from other artists, and his was definitely stood out to me.
no, that one is really cool. I'm impressed with that one.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Clown kill blood.
Do you
I'm
know
the
what?
artist.
Do you know what? You know what we should do next year for around Christmas time? Let's do an art exchange or something like that.
Yeah?
Like pick a name and say, let's do an art piece for somebody. I don't know what you guys think of that.
I think you guys should do that.
Like seriously, I don't know what you guys think of something like that. Maybe do like a certain size and that's it, type of thing. I don't know what you guys think.
It always seems like those just never pan out.
That's kind of what I was going to say. That you have been a part of.
I
There were
know.
always people that didn't finish, or one person did like a stick
That's
figure and
too
someone else
bad,
did a
though.
painting.
It's just too bad though. But I know you're right though. Sucks.
If anything, maybe try to do it not around the holidays. We probably have a better chance of, because everyone's so busy around the holidays.
Yeah,
That's true too.
or maybe during the summer maybe or something.
Yeah,
Christmas in July.
there you go.
I don't know. I was just trying to think of something that we could do as a group, type of thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Since everybody's here and Peter's on the show, how many people here, like I know me, Jeff, Johannes agreed to do it. How many people here want to donate a piece to the auction next week?
I said I would. I just won't have it ready by Monday.
Oh yeah, I know you're down. Like,
Okay. What? Anything?
well, a piece of art that can be auctioned on the Artcasters to help out Peter.
Sure, I'll do something.
I'm going to put everybody under the gun right now.
I'm willing to do it. I got a bunch of canvases laying around. I would love to do an acrylic piece for somebody then. I'd be down.
I'd like to. I just don't know if you send it. I don't even know how to do it. Like how to go about doing that.
You just don't know if you like Peter well enough. That's all right.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to put like peer pressure on anybody, but you know, message any one of us after the show. We'll figure it out. But
I would
keep it in
love
your
to
head.
do
If
it.
you want to help out to the cause, now's a good time to do it.
I would love to do it. I would love to do it. What I could maybe for myself is if somebody wants to pick a subject, I'll make a painting of it.
Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
Well, I was gonna say you could pick anything you want, but just try to go for something that sells. But I know you were doing like those Cthulhu pieces
Oh,
a while back. I bet something like that would sell well.
Yeah, Cthulhu, and I was doing some SpongeBob takes. I was putting SpongeBob in the world of like my Studio Ghibli, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was having
SpongeBob
fun
stuff
on
would
those.
probably work. Whatever you're into,
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like a Cthulhu piece or maybe a cartoon painting. I'd be down for that Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, ideally it'd be good if you could have something that's, already done. Like, don't offer it as I'll do whatever you want. Just have a piece and put it up for auction.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, when would you need this by?
Next week, if you can do it, would be cool.
Okay, maybe I'll start this weekend. I'll do something up and then get it done then.
Yeah, because I'm spending the whole day tomorrow. I'm doing a piece, so that'll be ready for Monday.
What are you doing, out of curiosity?
You'll find out on Monday.
Is this here?
No. I'm actually excited about this because I knew he was going to do it. Okay, for myself, I actually love doing stuff for charity because it makes me feel special. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Like, it feels that you're taking your time out to help out others.
Yeah.
And you're raising something to help out others. So to me, I wish more people would do this.
Yeah, if you could do something that's cool. Lisa, if you got a piece that you could donate, we can message after the show, figure it out. Gaz, if you got a page you can put up, that would be awesome.
Because
I'll have to create something new, but I'll have it by next week sometime.
You know the weirdest thing is? I got like 4 blank canvases right by my desk because that's what I've been wanting to do for the last few weeks is paint, and I haven't had a chance. So guess what? Now I have something to do.
All right, tomorrow morning you go to Horton's, get the extra large black coffee, get supercharged, and start painting.
Yeah.
Is Horton's like 7-Eleven? What is Horton's?
Tim Hortons is
Canadian
coffee. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tim Hortons.
Plus, it gives me a chance to do something nice for Peter because he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to add too, because you said you didn't know really what it's all about and how it was going to work and everything, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
This is like for you and like everybody else, but it's like if anybody else wants to get in on this, like the people listening or whatever later, it's like just message, like me or Peter or just me or Peter. That's probably it. And then we're gonna auction it on like our eBay account. So it's like some of them are gonna go on mine, some of them are gonna go on Peter's. We'll put up the auctions and stuff, and then you guys will have to mail them though once they sell. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it's all gonna work.
Oh yeah, I got no problem as long as I can get the person's name and address and I can send it to them. I'm down. I'm good for that.
Yeah. So you don't really need an eBay account or like even if sold stuff. It's like we're gonna get it up and.
Oh,
anyway.
okay, good. Because I don't qualify for PayPal and I don't have a credit card, so that would be much better for me.
Right.
Yeah, I got a scanner, so what I'll just do is I'll take a scan picture of it, I'll send it to one of you guys, and then you guys can upload it then.
Yeah, that's all we need is just a big picture.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. I already think I got an idea for what I'm gonna do too. So.
Cool, man.
Johannes is gonna do one too, then? I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I've got, I was talking to Peter earlier tonight. I've got a Chewbacca to throw in the pot.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Johan, I actually was snooping around like Society 6 the other day, and I noticed you had some stuff up on the site there.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering how it's going.
It's a good question.
We've been kind of talking about Society 6 on the show, so I just was wondering.
I've sold a couple of things. I don't know that I've received any money yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've got like a waiting period to make sure that the person wants to wants to buy it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a 30-day to make sure that the money clears.
Oh yeah.
There's
Okay.
there's like a period before that though too. That there's like this person might want to buy this.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know
One
about
of somebody
that.
standing
Yeah,
at your table for 10 minutes and not buying anything.
This person was looking at this.
yeah,
It's
because
still pending.
I did open up the my account that I was talking about. I got a Society 6 yesterday, and I think I already sold 8 prints already.
No way, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well job, sir.
Are you kidding me? That's true?
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, because I got the account and I put it on my Instagram, and I sold 8 so far. I might have more by now. I don't know.
What
Fucking amazing.
Okay, I like how he just says that all casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not.
Can I make my joke now, or should I do it later?
Later.
Go for it,
Anyway.
man.
I was going to say, is your family members looking forward to the prince?
No, no. Ouch,
Bird.
good burn. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude.
What
That's
subject matter is-
unbelievable
I don't know.
sales.
I'm
right
curious
there.
though. What is
In a
it?
couple days.
No, that's
What's
actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. Yeah.
But Wizard, tell me.
Who's asking what?
I want to know what the subject matter of the prints were that were flying off the shelves.
Yes.
Actually, most of them were the Catwoman pinup that I just posted in the.
Oh, yeah.
that was nice.
But that was nice,
Sexy
though.
time. I see how it is.
That was a nice piece, though.
I'm gonna start leaning towards that direction.
Yeah.
You should, actually, because it had a great tone to it and everything, so...
Yeah, I'm thinking about showing off some skin. I'm gonna go take pictures of myself right now.
Don't do it for less than a pizza.
That's awesome. That is super awesome.
So, Jay, where did you say that you have your work posted? You said that you had it on Instagram, and then where else do you sell it?
Sell it?
Like the ones that you were talking about, the 8 pieces.
Oh, Society 6.
Oh. What is that?
I've heard of it.
It's a website, like, any artist can join it. You can upload your artwork and sell it as a print or a frame print, or they'll print it on a canvas or
A
like an
hoodie
iPod
or
case or a T-shirt, yeah, whatever, and you
Is
just
it
get
kind of like a Cafe
mug.
Press Redbubble kind of thing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
But with this site, you get to you can charge whatever you want.
And do they keep a percentage of it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they have a price set, but you can put in how much you want for a profit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's what I was about to ask next, is how that worked, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like have a base price, and then you put what you want on top of it, and that bumps the price up. But
Okay.
it is like Cafe Press, but
Better
you know,
quality.
I don't know what the quality is, but it seems like everybody. I just keep seeing like everybody on the Society 6 now. It seems to be the thing. It just seems to be like Cafe Press just doesn't seem to be there, and I've heard all kinds of horrible things about them, but then it's like, I don't know, this one seems to be the new deal, and
If the quality's good, I might need to look into that, because I do like Etsy
Yeah.
and that kind of thing where I have to keep my own stock, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because I went on YouTube and just do a search for Society 6, and there's a lot of people on there that have reviews of like, yeah, I bought a print and this is what it looks like, this is the quality, and it all
That's
gets
cool.
pretty good reviews.
This is a pretty
Yeah.
good idea.
Right.
Are you gonna order one yourself, Jay? Check it out yourself.
I was kind of thinking about it because actually, when you set up the picture, like it'll show the picture of your print in a frame, and you're thinking, wow, that actually looks pretty cool. I might want to buy my own work.
So did you just do prints only, or did you do other things? Like you're letting your art go into other mediums, like iPad cases or whatever?
Well, I've literally had it for 2 days, so I'm just doing prints right now.
You need to
just-
diversify. Come on, day 3 and you haven't put up new stuff? Come on.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay.
Think about it. You have to like size every one of them to their specs.
No, actually, what you do, you put in your photo, and they tell you what size they can print it at.
Huh.
Oh wow.
Well, did you do all of them though, like the hoodies and everything for the piece that you put up?
No,
or
no,
whatever?
no, I didn't. I like I said, I just did the prints and the frame prints.
Right. But I mean, like I don't know if there's a better shortcut or whatever because I'm pretty dumb when it comes to the computer stuff. But it seemed to me that like you had to go through and like change the sizing for everything.
Yeah, well, from what I was looking at, like if you wanted to do like the iPod cases or stuff like that, they give you the dimensions. So if you go into Photoshop, you can just crop it and upload it. Like it's not really a big deal.
Okay.
No, that's not time consuming at all.
No, well, I mean, it'll take you 5 minutes just to crop it.
I'll get my lackey to do that for me.
Lackey. Well, that's awesome, Jay. I'm glad to hear that. That is super cool, man.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed with it because I didn't know how that was going to work, but you figure for 2 days it's pretty good. So.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet actually when you think about it.
Absolutely. I tell you, it's like after talking about Society 6 the other day with you, it's funny, like last night I was kind of like, or maybe the night before, I don't remember which day it was, and I was just kind of looking over the site and just running all the numbers, and I bet at the end of the day I was kind of like, definitely am not getting on this site to sell stuff. And now that I hear you're actually moving stuff, I'm kind of like rethinking my decision.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's a matter, like, I mean, you got good followers, like, on Facebook and whatnot. I have a lot of followers on Instagram, so I just put up a post on Instagram saying, yeah, I got the account, and it took off, so.
Yeah, and I mean, shoot, dude, 8 sales in, like, 2 days, that is freaking awesome. And then, use it on every new piece. I mean, that's going to be, like, some serious income right there.
I might have to take a look at that later, actually, to see what it's like.
I've been wanting to get prints going, so
Oh,
I agree.
check it out. Can you guys see my screen now? Like my Photoshop screen?
It's all great.
Okay, well then I did that wrong.
Yeah, I can't get mine to work either. Let me know if you figure it out.
Yeah, there's too many people in here. It acts weird with a lot of people, I notice.
It really does, yeah.
There is a lot of people in here. Wow.
Well, that kicked me out. Screen share, screen 1, screen 2. Okay, this
and that freaking zombie portrait is like hideous, dude. That thing's like
I'm impressed with the zombie piece.
Me too.
I think you could make $1 million doing that, dude. I think you'd never run out of work. Just like cash.
I like it, but I feel like I put too many blemishes all over. Like, I need just a few. That's all right. I mean, I'm really like on these ones. I'm really just winging each one and just kind of playing with it. So
yeah,
it looks really good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks super gross.
Super
the key for me, the key is still also making it look like the person too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because then I think they're like, oh wow, it still looks like me, and I'm gory.
Makes me want to do something like that.
Hey guys, look at me. I'm a zombie. This is what I'll look like in 50 years, maybe.
I'm glad I finished this one too. I told the guy that it'd probably be a month before I got to it, but the work I really need to do I can't do on camera, so I sneak it in earlier since we're on here.
I think that'd be awesome if you did one, Lisa, because with all your photography stuff, you know what I mean? You take the awesome photos, and then that'd be cool.
Actually, yeah, that would be neat, actually.
Yeah, I have one model that I worked with that I'm thinking of that would probably work best with that. He's pretty dark looking.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely do it.
Yeah. I've done one zombie piece, actually, because I took a class, Myth and Monsters, which I loved. And it was hard, because I wasn't looking at anything besides the model, and we were supposed to just be looking at a person and not at anything else, and I'd never done anything like that before. It was hard to figure out what looked believable.
Lisa, pardon my ignorance, but what kind of art do you normally do?
I do a lot of portraits. I do tribal stuff, like inspired. And
Like with tattoo design type stuff?
no, like fine art, realism.
Oh, like so realistic depictions of tribes.
People, tribal people.
Okay, not the art tribal people would make.
No.
The art of the tribal people.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
But I wouldn't mind making like the actual like tribal inspired artifacts too. That would be fun.
Yeah.
'Cause I like making jewelry.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm trying to see Brad's picture, but it's all blurry for me right now. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I was just gonna sign this one because I think it's done.
That one's crazy.
Yeah, that hairy dude looks awesome too, dude. Who's that?
Hairy dude.
I like the
That is pretty
face. I wish
sweet.
I hadn't put it on his neck, but oh well.
That's
Is that
pretty sweet.
Fighter,
Oh,
or
is
is
it
that
big
just one
one?
of your buddies?
What's that?
Is that a fighter, or is that just one of your buddies there?
It's an old school pro wrestler. Bruiser
Exot Tim
Brody.
Duggan.
Oh yeah.
Same era. Bruiser Brody. I was a big wrestling fan as a kid. I don't really follow it anymore, but it's ingrained in me that I still love that like old school wrestling.
Yeah.
He
There was
was
more
one of the
pageantry.
original, like wild man, you know. He was always in bloody matches, so I was like, I gotta throw some blood on there, even though it's not there.
I really like it.
Yeah, the blood makes it pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Thanks a lot.
Kind of looks like Jesus in a way.
Yeah,
I thought
So
it was
far
at
I've heard.
first.
Yeah, like
You know what?
Weird Al,
Like,
Yep.
Russell Brand,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
and a couple other wrestlers.
Well, with Jesus it works because you often will see him with the crown of thorns with blood coming down, so like it adds on that level too.
It's funny.
it reminds me of some guy eating a pizza and it went all over his face.
Who's hungry?
Okay,
Just like-
I want pizza now. Thanks a lot.
Pizza. All right.
Pizza.
Try this again.
So Jeff, we've been going probably 2 hours. Did you want to put a cap on this, or go a little longer?
It don't matter to me. I mean, you're running this one, so I figured it'd be up to you. But I'm gonna keep drawing for a while. So, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to keep going, or you guys want to stop?
Well, I'm almost tempted to do maybe an Artcast tomorrow night if you guys want to, and maybe work on that painting for Peter's thing tomorrow.
I'm gonna be working regardless for a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm going.
Hey, I think I might have got my screen figured out. Do you guys see me drawing now?
Yay!
Hey, I did it.
Yeah.
Sounds like everybody wants to go for the 4-hour one.
No,
Sorry, Peter.
Let's try to break the
I'll
record.
probably go another half hour.
8 hours.
I've had a,
8 hours.
Hey guys,
I've
what'd you do?
already done 8 hours.
Sorry?
What's the limit?
Yeah, I'll go another half hour. I've had a long week, and next week is probably going to be insane, so.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me something, but I didn't hear.
It's Johannes. Guys,
Oh.
how did you get the screen to work?
Oh,
Because
okay. On the left-hand side, there's a screen share button.
The
That's
green.
green.
Oh,
Yeah, you click that and it gives you a few options. So
Yeah,
for
it's-
me, one of the options was just Photoshop. Not my monitor, but just the program Photoshop. Clicked it, hit share, and I got the gray box, so I thought it was not working. But then when I opened up a new box and started drawing, it updates with what's going on there. But it also knocked me off the first time I tried it.
Oh, weird.
See, I can't.
Can't?
All I'm getting is
There you go.
like
Yeah,
broadcast.
yeah, no, you have it. It's small, but it's
Nice.
working.
No, that's
Yeah, it's
you.
I
working,
see
dude.
it.
I'm actually broadcasting you.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you see my page now?
I don't know. Here, I'm gonna put a smiley face on mine, so we'll know the
No,
difference.
I can't see anything.
That's me.
It's like everything just disappeared.
You know what? I
So
love
if you
that
can see
smile.
like my art, then
Oh my God,
doing well.
that's Peter. How did you know Peter looked like that?
Yeah, here you go. Here, and there's his cat.
Man,
I
you
like
are
it.
fast
Yeah.
and accurate.
There you go. You just made your $10.
All right.
Okay, so once I'm done my painting, who should I send this the piece to, or not the piece, but the picture to? Should I be sending it to Peter or you, Jeff?
Why don't you send yours to Peter?
Send it to
No.
Peter. Okay. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure who I should send it to. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure who I knew to send it to. So okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
you can
splitting
post
them
it.
up.
You can post it in the group and link my name to it, you know. And
Okay.
I'll capture it and
Okay, I'll do that then. Okay. Okay.
On eBay, you need a picture that's 1600 on one
Oh
side.
yeah.
So
I'm gonna contact everybody to get the
Alright.
required amount of pixels.
alright, just telling you. Trying to avoid the.
So I better not put any subliminal messages there saying like Peter is the most incredible artist around. Must buy all his artwork now.
Sounds
Someone
good.
should pay him. Someone should pay him $1 billion. I'm looking at you, Bill Gates.
That's right. Wasting away all that money.
I still remember there was a painting that was put in a museum in Canada in Ottawa. The museum spent I'm pretty sure Gaz might remember this maybe, or
Me?
I forget who else maybe, but it was 3 colors. They sold it for $2 million. They bought it for $2 million, and it was just like, why are you spending Canadian taxpayers' money on 3 colors?
I
Just
don't remember
a-
that, but it sounds terrible.
Like, what a freaking joke! It's like anybody could do that, you know?
Yeah.
And yet, only one person did.
Yeah.
Peter the apologist.
Yeah. It's all good. Everybody's happy.
I know. I have
Come on,
nothing
Peter, pick a
against.
side for Christ's sake.
I have nothing against an artist who does that sort of thing. I just I agree that spending taxpayer money on that amount to acquire it is foolish.
Like, I forget how much it was. For some reason, I want to say it was $15 million, and everyone's like, "What the hell?" Like,
I could believe it.
I can too, unfortunately.
and then yet here's the other article I remember reading a couple years ago where some elephant makes a painting and sells that for millions of dollars too. It's just like,
I totally remember that. That was all over the web.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell, you know? Oh my God.
I actually watched a video like that. An elephant painting.
Yeah, probably was the same one.
It was a very talented elephant.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even need it. It's like, okay, you're telling me that an elephant. It's like you're telling me an elephant could sell a painting that's worth millions of dollars, but I can only sell something for like $20 or something like that.
Yeah, but an elephant can also poop in public, and you can't. They have lots of special abilities.
Elephant painting, you know.
Oh my God.
You just need to keep practicing, and one of these days it's gonna pay off. The
Oh,
elephant gods will look your way, and you'll be bam.
why is my screen locked up there now? Do you guys have my screen locked up there, or is that just me?
No, maybe
No.
it's
Just you.
I
I did something bad.
Did you touch your own screen?
Don't
have
touch
to.
the screen.
Oh, maybe I did.
I have to ask.
Oh, yes, I
guys,
did.
What is that of?
Oh, that's Caricature. This is, since I have extra time and I also can't work on my other thing right now, I'm going to start my work on the thing for Peter. So I'm going to do a picture of Caricature, who is a 70s, 80s era Japanese tokusatsu hero. He's an android. There's an anime of him later.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
I've never heard of it, but it looks pretty
Me
different.
neither.
He's big in Hawaii.
Okay.
He's big in Japan, basically.
Okay.
If
That's cool.
if is anybody here other than me from California? Well, in California, I should say.
For some reason, I was going to say, is it a Power Ranger villain or something like that? But I've never
That's
seen.
in the same wheelhouse. That's the same type of thing, yes, except that he's a
Okay.
hero instead of a villain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my calibration's off.
It's actually funny. I've only liked the first season of Power Rangers. I hate the rest.
I watched a little bit when I was younger, and then in the last year or so, got way into it, and I've watched tons now. And some are terrible and some are good, but
Some?
yeah, like RPM is actually a really good season. It's like this post-apocalyptic future where there's only one city of humans left. It's very Road Warrior.
Oh,
Wow. Actually,
what happened to
talk
like
about,
the school kids?
talk
No,
about
they weren't
Power
school-
Rangers?
They're not always school kids.
Man.
I actually I've met 2 Power Rangers so far. Jason David Frank and then some lady.
Some lady, she's my favorite.
I can't remember who I met now. So
I met Walter Jones, who's the Black Ranger, and Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger.
yeah,
Actually-
Jason David Frank is pretty sweet.
Meeting him is kind of part of what got me back into it in such a big way. Like I was already kind of buying a few toys and stuff because I'm a toy collector. And then I went to Comic-Con this year, and I was at the Power Rangers booth just looking at their toys, and there was a bunch of people dressed as the Super Megaforce, you know, taking pictures of people, and some guy jumps ahead of line of everyone, and he's like, yo, take one with me, and everyone's like, what? But it was Jason David Frank, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then he just hung out taking
Funny.
pictures with people for free for like 10 minutes, and I got one with him. I was like, that was
Nice.
really cool for the fans, and that kind of made me a fan of him, and then I'm like, well, let me get more into Power Rangers.
I met him at Dallas, and he was a hoot. But anyway, I found out from talking to a volunteer. I go, man, that guy's just wired. And she goes, yeah, he's probably had about 4 or 5 Red Bulls today.
Oh,
I
God.
don't doubt it. I mean, he's an MMA type of guy. That's he probably lives on
And
that.
I was like, what? How's he still alive?
Yeah, those Red Bulls will do it. Man, I remember the first time I drank Jolt Cola. I was all over the place. Somebody else had Jolt Cola?
I remember.
Yeah, I had
They still make it, actually.
That
What?
stuff is crazy.
Yeah, they have it here in California. They have all different flavors, too, like electric
I haven't
blue. And
seen it in years.
you got to go to, like, a special, like a candy shop or something that sells soda. Like, they don't have it at the regular food stores, but, like, if you go to a nice candy shop or something like that, or, like, a good sub shop or something, they'll have it.
I thought that stuff was never made anymore, actually.
I did, too, till I moved out here.
I'd love to
Damn.
play.
Guess will ship you a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
talk
a
about it
cane.
later. My number is
It's soda that makes your teeth fall out instantly. No, I actually get a kick out of some of those Japanese TV shows or movies because some of them are just hysterical.
Yeah, I'm way
Yeah.
into that stuff. I'm
I'm
going to
still-
Japan in a couple weeks, so
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've wanted to go forever, and finally going.
Cool.
I like.
chick? For the chicks?
Chicks.
No. I mean,
Oh,
I'm married
no.
now, but even when I wasn't,
Oh.
I mainly wanted to go for the toys and robots and anime and things like that.
Alright, just curious.
For the chicks.
But that's like if I said, "Oh man, I always wanted to go to I don't know Australia," would you be like for the chicks? It's just
Well, yeah.
There's not that many
are,
chicks here.
are you going there for the chicks? All right.
so pretty, I gotta go to Target and pick up some stuff. Oh, for the chicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, milk chicks. Yeah.
Try Walmart if you want the high class broads.
You're on a Walmart just to be on that People's of Walmart site, aren't you? God,
I
there's some
haven't
scary.
seen that, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some of the pictures.
Oh my God, there's some
People.
there's some scary people that go to Walmart. Oh my God. I always thought it was just full of baloney when I used to go to those sites, and then when I went into one in Dallas, kind of like around midnight one night, and I started seeing some of it. I was just like, oh my god, it's real. It's like, I always thought it was bullshit, but yeah, it's real, man.
I never realized, like I now do, how like low class Walmarts could be sometimes. I guess because for a little while I lived in Delaware, because my mom lives down there, and I used to go to Walmart all the time, and it was nice. I mean, it was like a nice Target or something. Like it wasn't sleazy or crappy at all. And then I was out here in California. I'm like, oh, I'll go to Walmart, and it's like, oh, this is the Walmart they mean. Like it's like a whole different store.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God, I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
Yeah, I've never ever seen the people that they advertise, like the Walmart people at the Walmart that I go to here.
I like how you say it like it's a product.
You're not going at the right time, then.
Come get your Walmart people.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I remember the original one that they built in the area was like built right up against the ghetto. And it was 24 hours.
Yeah, there used to be 24 hours one in Delaware that was really good for shoplifting at.
Yeah,
Not that I recommend that sort of thing, but you know, I did it.
we would go smoke a bunch of cigarettes and drink a bunch of Red Bulls and then go play frisbee in the store.
You and JDS?
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, nobody gave a fuck. Like the few people that were there were like stoned or drunk anyway. They were like, yeah, whatever. We just got to put these boxes on the shelf. Do whatever you want.
Does somebody have a TV on?
I hear it, but it's not me.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't.
Somebody turned it off.
I got embarrassed. I don't watch TV.
Yeah, whoever
TV's for losers.
Just mysteriously stopped.
I suspect that it was Jay because he's muted now.
It's like, shut up, guys! I'm trying to watch TV. Game of Thrones here.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see the naked chicks. Leave me alone.
No, I was just grabbing another beer.
Ah.
A way to ruin our fun with reality.
How's that Labatt's?
Oh, it's good.
I don't think I've ever had one.
I think it's quite tasty.
Is it just cheap beer?
No.
No. It's good beer.
It's nice. Okay.
Well, I mean, if you're in the States, it's about, I don't know, 10 times the alcohol content. It's pretty good.
Oh, wow. I probably wouldn't like it. I only like crappy beer. I'm drinking PBR. So
I was at a restaurant last night, and they have an off sale, and they actually have the Iron Maiden beer you can buy.
Excuse me.
Oh, really?
There's an Iron Maiden beer you can buy, and I was tempted to buy a bottle of it just to have.
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Boy, that stopped the conversation.
Yeah. Nobody likes Iron Maiden, apparently.
Yes, no, it's too bad. Well, actually, I wanted to buy the Game of Thrones beer, the wine. I just can't get it here in Canada.
Oh yeah, what's that? I ain't even heard of that.
Yeah, there's not every place gets it because I guess it's kind of pricey, but
Yeah,
it's out there.
that's wild.
I know the one thing I keep wanting to buy actually is a bottle of Bela Lugosi wine. I actually really want to buy one of those
Huh.
just to
I've
have.
heard of that either.
Yeah.
That was an era that I would love to have met some of those old guys like Lon Chaney and
Bela
Boris
Lugosi.
Karloff and Bela Lugosi. I would love to have met those guys just to see what they were like.
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing is every one of those guys hated each other.
They did?
Oh yeah, they hated each other, man.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, they might have been like pretty good teams on screen, but they hated each other in real life.
Weird.
Then I guess when they were making Creature from the Black Lagoon, I guess one of the guys that was in the suits almost drowned.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I totally can believe that.
Yeah. They said they thought he was gonna be fine, and also like, oh god, we gotta go save the guy.
Yeah.
So,
Big old rubber suit underwater, and like scuba gear was like I think that was just coming on at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like new technology.
So they had like extra divers, I guess, around every time when they were shooting underwater. They made sure that everybody was safe, especially the guy in the suit. So
Yeah. I think they were just swimming up to him with like an air hose, basically, or something.
yeah, that's what they did.
He had anything under it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, Jeff, you mentioned doing a Iron Giant painting, right?
Yeah, that's like one of my next commissions.
Did you see Scott Serpin's Iron Giant piece?
Oh no, did he put up a new video or something? Or I guess I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's his Friday, his art, fan art Friday.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you're talking about Iron Giant?
I saw that today. Posted on the Artcasters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't been back in there yet, though, so I'm sure I just haven't seen it
It's
yet.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
You're talking about Iron Giant that keeps it moving, right?
Back.
No, the Chia Pet.
My God. Peter, if I ever meet you, I'm going to slap you once, just for a smart ass. Oh my God. Jeez. I'm actually going, I deserve that too.
That's cool, though. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I think Scott would do an awesome one.
Yeah, that is cool.
He was very cool. He basically sold it and donated the money to the cause.
Oh, that's awesome.
To the GoFundMe.
Way to go, Scott.
It's a nice
Yeah.
piece too.
Yeah,
with
it's
Iron Giant?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
That's great.
That's still one of my favorite anime movies too.
Yeah, I love that one, actually. I think they did a great job on that.
I always
Diesel's
want.
best movie.
I don't know what it was, but it was just incredible. But yet, there's some people out there I know hate it.
Hate it?
Yeah, they hate it. And it's like, why?
I understand if it's like not their favorite, but hate it. That's bizarre.
I love that movie.
Oh, same.
I
I don't know what it was, but I was blown away with it. The first time I ever saw it, I was just like, okay, this is incredible,
And then he went on to make The Incredibles, so you predicted the future.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Predicts the future.
With my powers of having no allergies and your future prediction.
Why are we not rich?
We need to turn to a life of crime.
I think so. What should we call ourselves?
You should know. You see the future.
The Brotherhood of Evil?
You should probably not tell the public in the Hangout.
Could we call ourselves the Brotherhood of Evil?
We could, sure.
Well, Gazbot's already Gazbot. He doesn't need like another one.
Well, that would be like my individual code name. Like if I was
Peter
Toad
can
or
be,
something.
It's a pretty good name.
and Peter can be. Hang on here. I'm trying to think of his name.
Pumpkinator. He can eat pumpkins really fast.
Captain Cat.
I like that.
Captain Cat.
Yeah, it's blowing me away how freaking fast you're sketching that. Whatever it is.
Well, I'm gonna,
I'm like, look over, like, damn,
That's
you're almost
really
done.
cool so far.
no, I'm gonna see. Don't be fooled. The sketches are quick, and now I'm gonna draw it 5 more times. That's my whole process. And this is going to be an ink drawing so that you guys could sell it. So this is just the getting ready to what it's going to look like, and then I'll put it on the light box and ink over it. Like this will be like my pencils essentially.
I wish I had a light box.
You can get a light box for like $15-20.
They're cheap, I heard.
Yeah, get a little kids one. It'll say it's for kids, but it's the same exact thing.
I've actually thought about buying one of those too. Actually,
I had one of them for years. It was my main light box.
I haven't seen one in a while, actually.
Do you have a Michaels by you?
Yeah.
That's where I got mine.
Huh.
I actually thought about getting one of those. Actually, I finally figured out the name for Peter. We can name him Blowfield.
Blowfield.
All right, that just got weird.
What? Is that an inside joke I'm not getting? What is that?
Well, he has cats, and Blowfield is the villain of James Bond.
Oh, I'm not a James Bond guy. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, I totally missed that
I
one.
wasted a good joke for nothing. God damn it.
You can never use it again.
Yeah, I'm screwed now.
All the charges are depleted.
God damn it. Now I'm actually curious to catch this show that you're drawing right now. It looks interesting.
Here's what I recommend. The show, if you're not into the genre, it's hokey and ridiculous, and you might not like it. Like, I'm into that kind of stuff. But they have a reboot movie coming out. It's already out in Japan. It'll be over here probably soonish, and that's probably will be more of an exciting, ridiculous.
Okay.
But to give you an idea, this guy's an android, but he has like a human. He looks like a human, and then he transforms into this android. And then the first time you see him, like some bad guys, like this big mechanical, rhino guy's attacking a girl or something, and he's like, "No one can stop us!" And then you hear acoustic guitar playing, and you look up, and on the bridge, like 100 feet above them, it's him playing an acoustic guitar, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then he jumps down, turns into this guy, and kicks everyone's ass. It's amazing.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta see this then.
He also drives a super motorcycle with a sidecar, but doesn't have a partner. So there's just a sidecar for no reason. It's fabulous.
Did you guys ever see Zebra Man?
No, but I want to.
That show is crazy, man. Oh wow.
Wait, isn't it an anime?
No, it's live action.
Oh no, then I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see if I can find a link.
Is he literally a zebra?
No, he's a guy that dresses up like a zebra man, in a zebra.
Well, that's what I mean, like Batman, but Zebra Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I gotta see if I could find a link for it.
It's not even a cool. Like I know there's a guy like that like has like.
It's actually the guy. Okay, the guy who did it is the guy that did Itchy the Killer.
Okay.
Okay, here it is.
So it's a movie. It's not a show.
It's a movie. Here it is. This is it. Well, anyway, it's just hysterical.
Well, the link popped right up.
I keep getting kicked out for some reason. Sorry.
Oh, I was wondering why you stopped talking there.
It kicked me out, and I reloaded, and then it kicked me out again.
That's weird.
Oh, and I could see myself logged in 3 times in the little bar down there.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
You might have Windows open, or it's just sometimes it gets glitchy.
Yeah, I didn't change anything, but I'll close.
Well, if you ever have a chance, definitely try and catch it. It's just hysterical.
I definitely will. I love that kind of stuff. If it's good, I love it. If it's bad, I love it. Like for a different reason, you know what I mean?
Like one of the shows that I actually was really excited to get was Gantz, the live-action Gantz.
I just watched Gantz too.
I love the first one, but the second one was kind of eh.
I liked the first one better. Well, see, I had never read the the manga, or watched the anime. I only know the movies. Did you know anything else about it?
I read the manga, and I also have seen the anime, so that's why I was kind of like, eh.
I could see that from that perspective, because I heard that from other people, but having just watched the movies, the first one blew me away in the way it was good, and I was like, this is amazing. So I was really excited to see the second one, and while I didn't like it as much as the first one, as far as that's all I knew about that universe, I'm like, alright, that's a good enough ending, you know.
Yeah, see, I love the first one, but the second one was just like, But I still was entertained by it though.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a very unique idea, and it was a lot of fun. It's a good mix of ridiculous over the top, but still, kind of serious action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as much as I love Japanese stuff, I don't read almost any manga. I guess I'm just too Western in my comic book thinking. Like, their cartoons are great, their live action's great. I listen to some Japanese music. I don't know. I can't get into the manga.
It's like the Ghost in the Shell controversy right now. Like, should they actually have Scarlett Johansson in it, or have some Asian actors portray the character? And some people are saying, stop doing this, Hollywood. So. Yeah,
I mean, I remember a similar thing a while back when Keanu Reeves was going to be in Akira. They said the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, they have Japanese actors playing different ethnicities in their movies too. I feel like, if it's going to be, I don't know, it's tough because I want to see the movie get made. So it's like, if it's going to get the movie made, I kind of deal with whatever.
Well, same. It's like,
well, you made Nick Fury black. What's the difference?
Yeah. Well, they did that in the comics first.
Well, it's like, what was it? Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I didn't see that. I heard it was terrible.
The weirdest thing is, I've never ever watched the cartoon show, and I only saw the movie, and I was kind of entertained by it a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've never
movie
seen
for his kids.
Shyamalan?
Yeah.
I've never seen the show ever, so I was like, okay, this is new to me, so I enjoyed it. But the people who actually watched the cartoon show hated it. So
that's what I've heard. So. I didn't boycott it or anything. I just didn't make an effort to see it.
And then
finally,
were you up front with a sign?
Yeah, and then one night I decided to watch his After Earth. That was awful.
What was it? What was awful?
The After Earth movie that Will Smith pretty much wanted to make, but he wanted M. Night Shyamalan on the movie, and it was bad.
That's the one with his son was the main character?
Yeah. There's some space movie. It was Will Smith basically that called all the shots. Like,
I saw that, and I don't think it was a masterpiece, but it didn't bother me. It was just, like, forgettable, but, it was mindless sci-fi fun.
Yeah.
I thought.
I was bored out of it. I don't know.
I never saw it.
I mean, I'm not sticking up for it. Like, I could see why you weren't loving it, but...
Well, Peter?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is forgettable.
Yeah, I mean, it's so like... But I didn't hate it while I was watching it. It was good enough to keep me entertained for 2 hours or whatever it was.
Oh, boy, I'm hating this. This is horrible. I hate this.
I still think one of the worst sci-fi movies is still Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, I've never watched that all the way through.
I like that movie.
God. Oh.
You did?
Yeah, well, I love the book, so
yeah,
I enjoyed the movie.
The thing is, I love the book. I hated the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a hard time taking what's his name, Travolta as an alien serious. I couldn't get into that one. That's been a while ago, though. Let's get into the century, for Christ's sake. Did everybody get kicked out? What's going on?
I'm here. I just haven't seen any of these things you're talking about.
Well, actually, we'll probably end it soon because I said 30 minutes. I know.
6 a.m. tomorrow.
I gotta get out of here. I'm pretty whooped.
You're fine.
I'm gonna stop working on your thing when we stop. So.
Let's see. We gotta go all the way.
I wasn't even gonna start it tonight.
That's right. How many hours you got left on that, Gazbot?
An hour or two, but that's not gonna all be digital. I'm gonna have to. What?
I said 2 hours. That's how long the show's going.
I'll have to readjust my camera at some point. But I'm willing to make that sacrifice since Peter wants to stay up all night.
Peter's pulling an all-nighter? Nice, dude.
No. We're ending it.
I'm tired.
So Jay got kicked out, but I'll mention.
Would you kick me out because I wanted to stay too long?
I didn't kick Jay Ferguson at airheadsgraphics.com. Go check out his work.
That was
What's that?
airheadscustom.com. That was airheadscustom.com.
Oh, custom. Yeah, what am I saying? My mistake. Go check out his work. He's on 6, is it? That site?
The what?
He's the site where he's selling prints now.
Oh,
What is that?
Society 6.
Society 6, yeah. So you can buy prints of his stuff now. So that's
Peter's drinking.
so in the Hangout, we have Brad who joined us today.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming, Brad.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun. It was awesome.
Amazing work you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
nice
believe
zombie.
you got it done. That's awesome.
That's what I like about sketch cards. You can bust them out quick. Jeff takes
Yep.
like 3 hours for.
Actually, that is so true about a sketch card.
Yes.
They don't take long to get done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, man.
Thank you.
Then we have Gaz,
Hi.
another new person to the Artcasters chat.
Thank you for inviting
Hi.
me. It was delightful.
Nice meeting you, by the way, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Hopefully we can do this again. I add you on Google Hangout, by the way.
Oh, I will not be on.
Everybody's a smart ass. I love it. I love it.
So,
I
Gaz,
added you
where
on
can
LinkedIn,
people find
Gaz.
you?
Sorry?
So I added you on
Where
LinkedIn.
can people? Yeah. Where can people find you, Gaz?
Well, I live in my house. I'm doing the D100s at my Gazbot channel on YouTube. And if you go to gazbot.com, that's kind of my personal page, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. And I'm usually Gazbot. If I can't get the name Gazbot, I'll go Gazbomb or Gazbottle. Just put Gaz and a B, and you'll find me.
Is that like your real name? Did your mom name you Gaz?
No, my mom named me Eric, and then while she was asleep, my father told the doctor to name me Gary after him. So that was classy. And but I go by Gaz because in my family, my cousin, my uncle, my dad, one of my friends growing up were all Gary, and so I'm Gaz.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a different name. I like it.
It's actually the like
And
the
we have
British
Jeff.
short form.
I hope you're not getting allergic to the Artcasters chat.
Yeah.
She won't be able to come into the cast.
I know. You are allergic to everything.
Where's Lisa now? She's an allergy to Google Hangouts.
So we have Jeff with us tonight, of course.
Yeah, JeffLafferty.net. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Amazing work, Jeff.
So where can
Thanks.
people find your stuff?
JeffLafferty.net. Jeff
There you
Lafferty
go.
at JeffLafferty.net. Oh, just there.
Oh, just that. Okay. And we have Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Hello. LisaEldred.strikingly.com or Elizabeth Eldred on Facebook, but with an S instead of a Z.
And actually, everybody with us is part of the Artcasters Facebook group. If you're watching and you're not a member, come and join if you're an artist or a fan of art. I'm sure you'll really like a lot of what's going on in there. And yeah, I think that's the cast of people for today, right?
Did we get everybody?
We have Neil. Neil's here too.
Oh, yeah. Facebook. Wow. Wow. This feels like
That's
a
so
Monday.
cold, Peter. That is so cold.
Jeez. I deserve it, man. I was teasing him, but yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm basically on Facebook and Neil back on's drawings, so that's the best way to get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Neil,
Wow.
I recognize your name. I didn't realize who you were, though, until you just said it.
No
That's the
problem.
Neil.
Oh my god, I still can't believe Peter got me there. He's zing being good. Wow. Oh god, what a
Thank
week.
you all for coming. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Support the program by going to Patreon and typing in Peter Palmiotti and throw me a couple of bucks or more if you wish.
And I'll start
for all that I do. Yes. You'll start what?
I'll start my painting for you tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay.
I want to get back on.
And yeah, that's it. We'll you know, I don't have any set schedule nowadays, but we'll do more upcoming. So look for Artcaster Chat, Studio Synergy, and Random Hangouts. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Go.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys.